Okay, elephant out of the room. Let's just get the elephant out of the room. I forgot that I had to stream on Friday. I forgot. Listen, I'm a little bit scatterbrained. Sometimes things go over my head even though I plan them. I'm sorry. In my defense, it was a crazy day at work. Crazy 2 days at work, really. And I finished work. And I said, man, it's so nice to just have the rest of the day to take a nap. And I did it. Oh, boy, did I do it. But I've given myself the pin of shame. I'm sorry. And to repay you, I will give you the absolute most crisp LaCroix can crack you have ever heard in your life. Are you ready? Oh, come on. That one was pretty good. But hello. Happy Monday. I hope everybody had a good weekend. I did. Very well rested weekend if I say so myself. I do feel bad. Actually, because I think this is the first time I've ever just downright missed a stream. 7 out of 10. That's it? It was only a 7? I thought that was pretty good. All right, I'll work on it. You know, I think this could be me just making stuff up, but I feel like you get a better crack when the drink is refrigerated. And sue me, I'm too lazy to put the box of LaCroix in the fridge, so right now I'm drinking them room temperature. Objectively, worse than a cold drink. But alas, eventually I will put it in my fridge. I will do that after the stream. I feel like there's not enough flavor to drink this stuff warm. That's just you? That's just me? You don't think that? Okay, we could test this theory. I could put them in the refrigerator and next time we can open 2 of them. We can test this. Maybe that's what I'll do. Maybe I'll keep one warm and one cold and we'll test it on the next stream. But I feel like you don't get enough flavor to drink these warm. The flavor's there when it's cold, but when it's warm, it just kind of feels weird. And I love LaCroix. But I don't know. Yeah, I'm gonna have to put this in the fridge. This feels wrong to drink it warm. Well, anyway, Citrus, you have a good weekend? Excuse to drink more, very poggies indeed, see? I mean, if I open 2, I have to drink 2. Nah, I did a regular bottle. Did I not? I thought I brought a regular bottle of water up here. Nope. No, I did not. Well, all right. Well, if we need one later, we'll go get one. I'm not gonna lie. I almost did an impromptu Ace Attorney stream. Because I really wanted to see what happened. I really want to talk to Mr. Matthew Engarde. Until he's honest with me, I will be calling him by his full government name. His government. But enough yapping. Because the last thing I want to do is run over. Now I do not have a cutoff today, which is very nice. We can cruise through as much as we need to get to. Maybe get to a more natural stopping point today than last time. Last time I had a cutoff, so we had to kind of leave it on a bigger cliffhanger than I normally would. Because don't forget, if it's a cliffhanger for you, it's a cliffhanger for me too. And then I'm thinking about it for like 5 days until the next time I stream. My weekend was spent malding on Val and then malding with friends that SBR is coming out in 2044. Okay, so I saw this. I saw that Netflix, did they just release like the first episode or something? I'm not going to watch it until there's a proper like schedule, because I can't just watch episode 1 and then not watch anything else. I can't do that to myself. But did they just like drop the first episode and that was it? Why did they do that? Am I understanding right? I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm stoked for Steel Ball Run. It is my favorite JoJo's part. But why'd they just release one episode? Unless Netflix is doing it weekly, which I am all in favor for. I much prefer weekly releases than batches. As much as I like to binge watch, batches feel really overwhelming to me. Sometimes I don't got... Listen, I haven't watched the last episode of Stranger Things because I don't got time to sit in front of my TV for 2 hours. Gave us a 40-minute peak episode, then said we don't know when we're going to post the next episode. See, that's annoying. I mean, I'm glad it's a great episode. I really want this to be a great adaptation because, like I said, it's my favorite JoJo's part. But like, why? Why would they do that? I don't understand. On their schedule, they aren't adding Steel Ball Run on their weekly calendar, so batches. That is unfortunate. My ideal release schedule is a weekly schedule, but all of the episodes are made prior to episode 1 coming out. I don't want any episodes to be rushed because they fall behind schedule. I want them to just make the whole show, and then I want them to roll it out weekly till it's done. The director doesn't know, and he's the one directing. That's crazy. Is it done? I have a hard time understanding this business model. And maybe this is above me. Maybe this is just a way to milk another month of subscription out of people who want to watch JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. But like, what are we doing? Where we're just going to release one episode and then be like, all right, we'll see you later. By the time the rest of the season comes out, I'm going to have to watch the episode 1 again. So why would I even watch it? And it's not like I can get it spoiled because I already know what happens. So I think I will just wait until they release the batch of it. Maybe I'll put myself on a weekly watch schedule where it's like I let myself watch every Friday or something. I don't know. I'm excited for it, though. I'm excited for it. I'm excited for like my friend who is a really big JoJo's fan, but is an anime only. He does not read the manga. And I've been hyping up this part for quite some time now. And so I hope that it lives up to the expectation that I have put it at in his eyes. Otherwise, I'm in big trouble. If some theories are right, we aren't finishing Steel Ball Run until 2027 or 2028. I mean, to be fair, it's like 20-some volumes. It is a really long part. So that part doesn't bother me. As long as I'm getting the content. And as long as they're not pulling stuff like this, where it's like, oh, you said you want weekly releases? Well, we'll do you one better. How about bi-monthly release? We'll release one episode every other month, and you're gonna like it. JoJolian coming 2040, and then JoJo Land's coming in like 2060. We're all dying before part 9. No, I like part 9. I'm very behind. I'm just going to reread the whole part 9. I like where part 9 was going. I thought it was a really cool premise. I read like the first 2 or so arcs. I thought it was really good. Okay. But yeah, I don't know what that was about with the Netflix release schedule. Did I see that you're playing Valorant? Is that what you said? Welcome. You shouldn't have started. There's no going back now. I want to play the new agent, but I don't have him. Meeks? I think his name's Mix. I was playing Valorant. How's the volume, by the way? I tweaked my settings. It should sound pretty much the same. I was playing Valorant yesterday, and I thought I was absolutely cooking on this round. And then I was like guarding the bomb. I was like, he's not getting the bomb. Bomb's down, A short. Oh, he's not getting it. I'm on it. And I'm like, wow, this guy's really not going for it. Oh, he must be saving. Why is he saving? And then I was like, oh, I'm the one who's supposed to go get the bomb. It was really embarrassing. But then I clutched the next round. So I was like, okay, you know what? An eye for an eye. I made up for it. I main chamber and ISO, so that means I hate myself very, very much. An aim demon, I see. Okay. I like chamber. I like jet. Those are my 2 mains. I'm an opper. I like to just get the boomstick and hold down right trigger and just hold the angle for 40 seconds. That's my idea of fun. 2044, 2059. It's this one. Oh, alrighty. I bought him for like every game until yesterday when I suddenly gained a brain. Hey, that's how you learn. Agent like Chamber's pretty good to learn with too, because Chamber is very, very aim dependent. Chamber, Reyna, I think is really good to learn on, because those agents, they kind of make you take fights. Like, you can't shy away in a corner. You just kind of have to learn to fight, and I think that's good. And then when you start to understand the game a little bit better, you can learn the other agents. But I actually think that Chamber and Reyna are like two of the really good starter agents. I thought that I made a tweet that the stream was now, but I guess I forgot. Hang on, let me make a quick little tweet. Anyway, story thus far. We picked up a couple more pieces of evidence. This picture card, which we learned is from Dekiller, and he leaves it everywhere he is. There's some theories. You know, we know that Maya is, like, being kept in Matt Engarde's house. We saw the doggy door, right? We know that Dekiller has some sort of relationship with Celeste Impacts. And we know that Matt Engarde is lying about something. What he's lying about, we don't really know. But we are about to go try and get it out of him. Because if you remember, when we asked Matt, did you kill this guy? Matt said no, and not a single psych lock appeared. So I'm wondering if Matt knows that Dekiller, who we also now know is his butler, which is crazy. I don't know. There's a lot of twists and turns. I know I left us on a pretty big cliffhanger. I want to go right into talking to our boy, Matt Engarde. March 22nd. Oh, we passed it. Dang it. I should have streamed yesterday. It's the 23rd. I'm sure if there's a day 3. Oh, no, we won't make it to day 3. Or just pretending to be a butler. True. Well, can you pretend? If he's performing the butler tasks, I'd say he's at least part butler. Half butler, half assassin. I'm sure they must have transferred Ms. Andrews here by now. So that means that both Mr. Engarde and Ms. Andrews are in this detention center. Now then, whose story do I want to hear? Matt. That's not even a question. Dude, it's Mr. Right. I hope you can get me off the hook tomorrow. I'm counting on you. I hope so too. Edgeworth just dropped a bombshell on me by saying that Juan Carita was killed by an assassin and that the assassin's client is this man, Matt Engarde. What's wrong? Mr. Engarde, there's something I must know with 100% certainty. You seem kind of different. You're totally not like your usual lawyer dude self. About the press conference. You mean the one where Juan was going to dress up as the Nickel Samurai? Yeah, I heard a little more about it from Ms. Andrews. It looked like somehow Juan had in his hands a secret so powerful that it would destroy Matt's acting career had it been revealed. Adrian Andrews is fairly certain, I would say absolutely certain, that Matt Engarde is guilty. There's something in his past where maybe this isn't the first time he's done this. We'll see. We'll see. Could you please fill me in on what this secret is? Okay. Oh my. I knew this was coming. Mr. Nick, don't tell me. Cyclops. Said a secret, right? But I don't have any idea what it is. Do you, dude? Wow, that is a lot of Cyclops. Feel like he's a guilty boy. Dude, he might be. I don't know. If he, you know what? I was going to say if he is, he's a grade A actor. Which he is. I mean, he is a grade A actor. So, like, even then, I'm like, wow, he could just be pulling my chains right now. I don't know. I think he's just acting the dumbass. Well, he's doing a damn good job. He's doing a real good job. Did you know about Mr. Kurita and Ms. Andrews' relationship? Well, it's all over the tabloids, dude. But I don't know any of the details, if that's what you mean. Look, how many times do I have to tell you? I don't care what Juan did with his life. Ms. Andrews, she had a purpose in mind when she started seeing Mr. Kurita. Her mentor was Mr. Kurita's manager. That's right. And Ms. Andrews was going to get Celeste Impacts' suicide note from him. Celeste. Does that jog any memories? Let me check my notes real quick. Dude, I suddenly just got totally hungry. You up for a pizza? He's innocent. He's gotta be. I'm down for a pizza. Please get half cheese. I don't like any toppings. Can you do that? Can you order pizza in jail? Something tells me that that's not gonna fly. This guy does not look like he would let that come in. Maybe if you slide him a 20. Mr. Nick, what's a pizza? Is it a kind of pea, like green peas? Let's go eat one later, all right? She's never had a pizza, huh? I got cut off by the pizza dude at the shop. Too bad, Matt. Well, how about we get our minds off of this topic and talk about something else, okay? Interesting. Mr. Engarde, are you connected to Ms. Impacts' suicide in some way? Oh! Okay, let's see. This is a very important matter. Please, you must tell me, what is this secret? Let's see if we can get the first one at least, or if we need to get more evidence. This is this might be the most that we've seen. Well. Hold on a sec. I'm going to consult my lawyer. All right, let me know what he says. Hello, this is Phoenix Wright. Oh, hey, Mr. Lawyer, dude. What is going on? Sorry, but you know, dude, I really just don't have any idea, okay? I really didn't care at all what Juan was up to. So it's like that. Looks like I have no choice but to remove those Cyclops. That's really funny. I wonder who his lawyer is, right? I wonder who it could be. All right, then let's play ball, Matt. Let's see what we got going on here. Matt's secret. Now, let's hear what this secret of yours really is. What if Mr. Kurita had been successful in his plan? What would he have disclosed? I told you before, dude. I don't know. I don't know anything about Juan, all right? Look, Mr. Wright, I can keep on saying it until I'm blue in the face, but I totally didn't pay Juan any attention the whole time that night. I mean, come on. I was in the middle of a nap. Don't lie to me. Huh? I know you paid close attention to Mr. Kurita, especially on that night. I do? Do I now? I don't think I have the energy or the evidence that says that I'm confident in that. And it's taking my life points from the court case. Well, isn't that brutal? All right. Well, we know that he was paying close attention. Not the suicide reports, not his autopsy, not the knife. Adrian Andrews took that. This is Lotta's photo. The only piece of evidence that we've picked up so far is this picture card, so we have got nothing. I should investigate to gather some more clues before I try again. Unfortunate, but we simply don't have the health points to not do this. Well, wait a second. Can I talk to Adrian Andrews now? Oh, or maybe Edgeworth is going to be here for us. Oh, Mr. Wright. Please, you have to help me. Will? Will? I don't have time. What did you get into? What happened? Why are you here? You see, I got roped into this somehow. Oh no. Will, I'm always happy to see you, but what did you get roped into? And now I'm going to testify at tomorrow's trial. So the decisive witness is not Lotta like I thought. It's Will Powers? I was talking with a detective until a little while ago, and I was on my way home when all of a sudden, you there, you're under arrest. And I was brought back here. Oh no. Will, how, come on, man. Whoever, our friends really got a knack for getting in trouble with the law. They said my face and whole self in general looked suspicious or something. Well, that's not reason enough to arrest you, I don't think. We might have a case on our hands. I guess I can see how they thought you looked suspicious. I'm just a normal guy on an exercise show for kids. Is that a crime? Oh, Will. Poor Will. Well, I guess if he's gonna testify at the trial, no one's thinking that he's actually guilty. It's not like he needs a lawyer, so he should be in the clear. So about this testimony you're giving, what are you gonna talk about? I really don't know yet. But it sounds like I saw something pretty important from what they tell me. You saw something important? What was it? I don't know if this guy was arrested. He might just have PTSD from the last time. Well, the detective told me not to talk about it. Yeah, but we're close. You can't tell anyone, and especially not that lawyer, he said. Yeah, but we're close. We're buddies. Who do you think that lawyer is that the detective was talking about? I'm gonna take a wild guess and say that it's me. Yeah, you got it. Yeah, but we're close. We're boys. Mr. Nick, Mystic Maya, and myself are your only two allies in this whole world. But it's all right. Pearl, you're right. Honestly, it seems like everyone is against me lately. At least it's someone we know and should have our backs. Yeah. I just hope that everyone's nice to him in court. The last time, people were pretty mean to him. I don't really have a lot of friends, do I? Nope. Just Maya and Pearl's her cousin, right? Maya and her cousin. I guess Emma, too. But Emma's she gone. I don't know where she went. This is going to do a lot of damage to Matt, because he's got that refreshing like a spring breeze image going. But what is he really like? Well, let's see. Matt's always been kind of a player with women. He would never really turn a pretty face away, if you know what I mean. He'd always say it's just a game to justify himself. What? How horrible. That's unforgivable. Tell him, Pearl. Let's go march down to that precinct and give him a piece of our mind. Sorry, didn't mean to offend you. But he said once that there's only one person in the world who won't swoon over me, Adrian Andrews. One person who wouldn't swoon over him. His manager, Ms. Adrian Andrews. Interesting. Who just so happened to have a relationship with his rival, an alleged relationship. Why is Mr. Powers suddenly looking kind of energetic? You see, I'm actually a sucker for gossip. I mean, celebrities in their world have this dazzling sort of image, right? I mean, I guess so. You're a part of that world, though, Will. A dazzling sort of image. But aren't you a part of that dazzle, Mr. Powers? Touché. No, I'm more of a hairy, sweaty, smelly, brutish kind of guy, you see. But it's okay, really. I get to hear plenty of gossip about a lot of other stars around me as things happen. Well, that's true. Oh, so did you hear about this yet? About Ms. Andrews' mentor and her suicide? Yes, I did, but do you have more info? You mean Ms. Impacts. We heard something about how her wedding was canceled. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. I thought about it a little bit the other day, about that mysterious death. Hey, Mr. Wright, why don't you ask me about that? Go on, go ahead. Mr. Powers is so charged up, his skin is practically glowing with electricity. Hang on, so I need to remember this right. Was Karita's manager and fiance. She was going to marry Juan, and then 3 days before she committed suicide, I believe was what happened. And we don't know why. We don't know what happened. Hey, so have you heard of this? Celeste left a suicide note. And they say that Juan went and hid it. We heard about that in court today, but there wasn't any actual proof that she had left a note. Well, this is what I think. I love this face and pose from him. I think that something bad was written on that note. Something bad for Juan, that is. I am inclined to agree with you, Mr. Willpowers. Something bad for Mr. Carita? Why do you figure so? Well, before she died, Celeste talked with a few of her friends. And she said, it looks like I got caught up with a truly insidious man. Juan? Juan is insidious? Really? This guy? All right. I'm down. I did not see that coming. A truly insidious man. Did she mean Mr. Carita? Well, there's no one else that fits the bill, right? And that would be reason enough for him to hide the suicide note. I see. Well, that's some good info, thank you. You're welcome. Mr. Engarde and Ms. Andrews, they're both at the detention center. There are still things I don't understand or know about, I'm sure. I have to get the two of them to tell me everything. So nothing here that he's going to give me evidence-wise that will help with Matt's psych locks. However, worth presenting the picture card. Nope. Both of them actors are in interesting positions. Yeah, seems being a celebrity in this game is a lot of work. Being a kids show celebrity comes with a lot of baggage. Alright, well let's go talk to Adrian Andrews. Oh, it's you. I'm sorry to be visiting, it's such a late hour, but there are a few questions I absolutely have to ask you tonight. Me? I thought your client was Matt. I'm sure Ms. Andrews knows something. She can't be clueless about this secret Carita had on Mr. Engarde. I'd like to ask you about Matt Engarde, if you don't mind. Mr. Wright, you still don't know, do you? The real him, I mean. No, that's why I'm asking. Please, do tell. You seem to bear a lot of resentment towards Mr. Engarde. If that's the case, then why did you become his manager? That's a great question. I mean, I guess you gotta pay the bills, but... And why would you become intimate with his rival? That has nothing to do with this case. Nothing. Oh! About Ms. Celeste Impex. I had finally put her death behind me, and now, thanks to you, it's all come back to the surface. It's not thanks to me. I'm just doing my job. I'm sorry. Yes, I was shocked by her suicide. And it's true that when I heard the rumor that Juan was the one who had hidden her suicide note, I began to draw close to him. I wanted to get her suicide note back. And to burn it. Oh? Maybe, is Juan not a insidious man? You wanted to burn it, but why? I didn't want it to spread like just another piece of gossip. But I never held any murderous intent towards Juan. I would never do something so stupid. Well, the suicide note, huh? I wonder what it said. Why did you try to frame Matt Engarde? That's simple. Because he's the killer. That's why. She's so confident. And I need to know where that confidence comes from. Like, I have to know why she is so insistent that he is the killer. I gotta know. Isn't it the duty of every good citizen to inform the public? But there had to be another way. The police are excellent at doing their job, so they'd figure it out, right? Yes, they're so good that they couldn't figure out the real truth behind Celeste's death. Ms. Andrews? Well, I know you're not the type of person to do something without reason, so please, tell me why you did what you did. Revenge. Did you say something just now? Much easier. Listen, I can work with one. That's fine. A psych lock. Just one. Don't you understand yet? You're not my lawyer. To be honest, you're more like my enemy. I'm sure I just heard Ms. Andrews say revenge. Why frame him? I wonder why. I don't really know myself. When I realized what I was doing, I had already stabbed the knife into Juan's body. I'm almost sure that just now she said revenge. All right. Well then, let's at least play ball. If it's one psych lock, I can do that. Why frame him? Can you please tell me why you framed Mr. Engarde for the murder? I've already told you countless times it's because I thought Matt was the killer. No, that's not it. I know you have a personal reason to dislike Mr. Engarde. Ms. Andrews, you may think I didn't hear it, but I know you said something earlier. You said revenge. So you're saying I was taking my revenge out on Matt, and that's why. What an absurd idea. I don't have anything I want to take revenge for. Ms. Andrews, a woman who lives by being dependent on other people. There's something or someone in her past that would make her take revenge. This would give me game over. I wonder what happens if I get game over in the, uh-oh. There's something or someone in her past that would make her take revenge. I mean, it's got to be Celeste. But I'm going to save my game before that, so that I don't mess up and make us redo a whole section. But I do think I'm onto something. Psh, I love the noise that this makes. It's very satisfying. All right. Let's see. All right. Should we go with Celeste or should we go with Celeste's suicide report? There's something or someone in her past that would make her take revenge. Celeste. Celeste. There's only one catalyst that could cause such strong feelings and even revenge. And that is Ms. Impax's suicide. What are you trying to say? Celeste was Juan's manager. On top of that, the one who hid her suicide note was also Juan. What does all this have to do with Matt? You're right. You haven't mentioned him. Yet. But for you to hate Mr. Engarde, it would mean that he must have had some relation to Ms. Impax and her suicide note. Can you explain to me this relationship, or this relation between Celeste and Matt? I don't think I can. Celeste Impax was Karita's manager and fiance, and Adrian's mentor, but what would her relationship be with to Matt? A hotshot star who plays the Nickel Samurai and is rivals with the Jammin' Ninja. Can you explain to me this relation between Celeste and Matt? I mean, it would be that Celeste is the manager of his rival, right? I'm going to go with this. I'm not confident, but I think it makes sense. I mean, they would at least have known each other in passing. That don't do it, huh? And what sort of relation is this supposed to explain? Before you start, Mr. Wright, perhaps I should first request to see proof that your brain works. Your soul will... if you push yourself anymore, your soul will shatter? Am I putting my life on the line here? Please calm down, collect your thoughts, and try again. I've made too many mistakes. Wait, what happens now? Wait a second. What happens now? Let me see. I wonder if it... Does it give me my bars back? Oh! I kind of just want to know what happens. I kind of just want to know what happens. Mr. Nick, if you push yourself anymore, your soul will shatter. Oh, no. Okay, so it doesn't. Okay, well, I certainly don't want my soul to shatter. But it's clear that we don't have the evidence. I don't think so. Right? I mean, what else? What can we present that would prove their relation? Why she would hate Matt for Celeste's suicide. We don't have it. All right. You win, but I do want to ask you about this before I go. It was near Juan's dead body. I noticed it when I went to fill the glass, and then when I realized that Juan was dead, I completely panicked. That's when I must have unconsciously picked this card up and put it into my pocket. As for why, I simply don't know. All right, back to criminal affairs. Phoenix's ringtone's kind of lit, I'm not gonna lie. Hey, that's the Steel Samurai theme song, isn't it? I don't like the sound of this ringtone right now. It sounds kind of ominous. Hello? We're in trouble now, pal. Oh no, Gumshoe, what did you do? We sent Gumshoe on a mission. What was he doing? I can't remember. I'll be back at the office real soon. What's wrong? Something really unexpected just happened. Mr. Edgeworth. Edgeworth? Anyway, hurry up and get back to the office, pal. I don't know what's going on anymore. It's no good. The end. What? What? Whoa. What's going on, Mr. Nick? I don't know, Pearls. Gumshoe said we need to go back to the office right away. We should hurry back. I'm scared to go back. Pull yourself together. Maybe it'll be good news. Somehow I doubt that. Okay. That's crazy. Did Edgeworth get shot? You don't think he got shot, do you? There's no way. What took you so long, pal? Mr. Edgeworth couldn't stick around forever and had to go. Okay, so he's alive. That's good. Well, what happened? We got him. We know who bought that spy camera. That's pretty clutch. This is good news then. Whew. Gumshoe, you scared me. Huh? This quickly? And this bear's what gave them away, pal. The bear. I figured it out. I figured out that we should have been looking into the bear instead of the camera. But wasn't it Edgeworth that Pearl? Let him have this. Let him have this, Pearls. He needs a win right now. We're gonna give this one to him. There's only one person who bought one of those bears who's related to this crime. Did Edgeworth go to heaven? I hope he just went home. It's nice of him to give Gumshoe the credit, right? There's only one person who bought one of those bears who's related to this crime. Who is it? Who would be so rude as to spy on another person in their room? Oh, that's tough. Oh, it's not looking good. Whew. Oh, boy. All right. Well, that's not good. That is not good. Matt Engarde. Huh? Matt Engarde. Your client. That's who, pal. And here I thought things couldn't get any worse. He's looking real sus. Yeah, this guy is, it's not looking good for him, I'm gonna be honest. I feel like it's getting real hard to keep giving him the benefit of the doubt if he won't talk to me. Are you sure you heard right? That the person who bought this bear was... I heard it from the department store clerk, pal. This is the credit card receipt for the purchase. It's for $3,800 for that bear? Matt Engarde, there has gotta be better ways to spend your money, man. I mean, you could have bugged a camera in anything. $3,800. I'm about to send him to jail just for irresponsible money management. What are we doing here? Matt got scammed, legit. That's crazy. Matt, you could get a whole new gaming setup for that. What time period is this? Early 2000s? You could get a GameCube and like all the GameCube games. Yeah, this isn't even $3,800 now. This is $3,800 in like early 2000s. I did not know Matt had it like that. Guy's got racks, man. Holy moly. That's all you have is a receipt? Nah, it's not just the receipt. The store clerk said so himself. He told me... I'm sure I sold the bear to Mr. Engarde. I mean, the clerk even got Mr. Engarde's autograph out of it. You have got to be kidding me. So I'm sure the person that bought the stuffed bear was Matt himself. My sight is failing me. This can't be. Credit card receipt added to the court record. A receipt for $3,800, which is unbelievable. Proof Engarde bought a stuffed bear identical to one in evidence. Well, what about the spy camera? That was a dead end, pal. I mean, you can get this kind of thing from anywhere. But for now, I guess I can give these back to you for you to file away into evidence. Spy camera, transmitter, and stuffed bear refiled into the court record. Alright, so the spy camera was set to record the victim's room from 8 p.m. for an hour, and it was running at the time of the murder. I know you don't want to give up, pal. I didn't think it was possible. The person who put the spy camera in Juan Carita's room was Matt. Why would Mr. Engarde do something like this? I bet it was to catch Ms. Andrews and Mr. Carita in one of their rendezvous. Maybe Matt's secret. Okay, so when Juan was going to host the press conference, he said he would expose Matt's secret that would ruin his acting career. But he never said that he was going to, like, put him in jail. So what if, and this is still a crime, but, like, it's not murder. What if Matt is blackmailing people? What if he's blackmailing people? This is not very Sigma. This is the furthest thing from Sigma. This is looking real bad for us. Because not only is our client guilty, but I remind you that if he's found guilty, I don't think we get to see Maya again. At the very least, we know he bought the bear, but we don't know if he put the camera in or if he put the bear in himself. That's a good point. That's a good point. We just know he bought it. Maybe someone saw he bought it and was like, well, I will use this to further frame Matt, huh? Feels like I might be huffing a bit of copium, but maybe, right? I bet is not good enough for me. I have to know the absolute truth behind this camera. Are you going to see him? Mr. Engarde, I mean. Yes. I'm scared, Mr. Nick. I wonder what we'll find out next. Yeah, Pearl, this is a lot for like an 8-year-old to take in. How old is Pearl? Dude, that's brutal. Whoa, this is tough. I'm scared for myself, but I have to put on a good face for Pearls. Matt Engarde, what in the world have you done? Holy moly. Oh, man. Which could make it even more likely that the killer, when still disguised as hotel butler, put the bear in the room and possibly the camera also. I do think that there's a good chance that Matt hired the killer not to kill him, but to do something else, to like spy on them or something. Or maybe just threaten. And maybe the killer took it a step too far. Because again, Matt didn't have any psych locks when we asked him if he killed him. And I know he didn't directly kill him, but you'd think that would trigger a psych lock, right? I don't know, maybe not. Well. Hey, buddy. Actually, no, I'm dropping the formalities. You're on my last nerve, Matt. You're working real late. It's already past 10 p.m., dude. I think it's time you told me the truth, Bars. Relax. Don't you know that ignorance is bliss? But if you really want to know, let's talk. All right. Then let's talk. I think the killer is just hired to kill him, no more, no less. Do you think Matt hired him, though? Or do you think it was someone else? Could you please take a look at this? I know it may not seem important to you. Well, if it's not important, then I'd rather be in bed. Okay, I feel like now I'm getting a bit of attitude. If I don't get my 12 hours of beauty sleep, my skin's gonna wrinkle up like a prune, dude. 12 hours? I slept like 10 hours over the weekend and I felt kind of guilty. You know, he's right, Mr. Nick. Your skin's kind of drying up here and there. Not now, Pearl. Then tell Maya when we rescue her that I need her skincare routine. After this case is over, I'm going to get lots and lots of sleep. Could you please take a look at this? Oh, I have to show him the receipt, not the actual item. What? No. This is very important. Interesting. Okay, so I can't present any of these to him. Which makes me believe that maybe I have to present it in the psych lock menu? Maybe? I'm kind of scared to show him this card. What's wrong, dude? So about this picture card. Have you ever seen this before? Nope. Never saw it before in my life. I don't think he's lying. Or is he? Then again, he looked like he gasped just now. Maybe I'm seeing things. Oh, man. Ah, I'm late. No, you're just in time. You're just in time. It's going good. Okay, so we know that Matt is the one who purchased the bear. To be determined if he also purchased the transmitter and the camera and put the bear in the room. But we know Matt purchased the bear. He's got like 5 Cyclops that I don't even know where to start. We thought Edgeworth got shot, but he's very much alive. he's fine. I didn't miss the good part. No, but I will say I'm presenting all this stuff and it is stumping me a little bit. All right, let's check his Cyclops again. Let's do this. Take that! How you going, Hollow? I hope you had a good weekend. This is the most we've ever. This is very, very intimidating. Okay. Let's hear what this secret of yours is. What if Kurita had been successful in his plan? What would he have disclosed? I don't know anything about Juan. I can keep on saying it until I'm blue in the face, but I totally didn't pay Juan any attention the whole time that night. I was in the middle of a nap. I know you paid close attention, especially on that night, because of the bear or because of the spy camera. I'm gonna go with the bear. Take that! Nice. This bear was in Mr. Kurita's room on the night of the murder. A bear that was supposed to be a present from a fan. So, it's a present, dude. Actually, it looks kind of classy, if you know what I mean. Yes, I hear it's quite expensive, which is why it's very odd that this gadget was found inside the bear. This is a very small video camera, and it was hidden inside this bear's eye. Maybe it's a really curious bear. You know, I will say, as difficult as Matt is to work with, he's got some funny one-liners. He's got some funny one-liners. Whatever this bear saw was sent somewhere using this transmitter, which means someone on the night of the murder was secretly filming Mr. Kurita's room. Oh. One down, one down. My cat is watching the screen intensely. I think she likes your hair thing. I always forget what it's called. Ahoge. I think it's called an ahoge. I guess Juan had a few of those kinds of fans too, huh, dude? I wouldn't say fans, Mr. Engarde. I wouldn't say this bear was a present from a fan. You sure, dude? Who else could it be from? He's such a good actor. The person who gave this bear to Mr. Kurita was none other than you. Mr. Engarde, don't you know this bear from somewhere? I don't think I've ever met Mr. Bear before, dude. Aw, but he says he knows you. How could you forget such a great friend? What else did the bear tell you? He says that the one who put the camera in his eye was you, Matt. If I didn't know how you work in court, I'd think I was in some serious trouble. Come on, this is all a joke, right? You're just pulling my leg. Looks like you're not ready to give up your secret yet. Well, do you have any proof you want to show me first? Here's the proof that it was you who put the camera inside the bear. We have the receipt right here with your credit card number, and you were dumb enough to sign your autograph to the store clerk that you bought it from, bro. He's really good at playing dumb. I mean, I know he's an actor, but man, he's convincing me sometimes. I have one here. One credit card receipt, Mr. Engarde. It's from when you bought that stuffed bear. Dude, all you can tell from this is that I spent $3,800. An insane price to spend on a bear, by the way. I go to that department store all the time, all right? This $3,800, this could be the toothbrush I bought that one. If you're buying a $3,800 toothbrush, I mean, I wouldn't put it past you. You bought a $3,800 bear. $3,800 toothbrush. It's ivory, and it's got elephant hair for bristles. Ew. Yuck. Elephant hair? Is that what rich people use nowadays? We gotta ask Edgeworth. I'm sure he's got the money to back it up. It's a pretty cool bear. All right, it is a pretty cool bear. $3,800. Not just. I was telling Citrus, this is $3,800 of early 2000s money, man. It's pocket change to Matt. You're right. Matt's filthy rich. That toothbrush has got to be illegal. Yeah, just like everything that this guy's doing. Something tells me he thinks he's above the law. Anyway, the store clerk clearly remembers you and your purchase. After all, you even gave him an autograph, did you not? Dude, you should have said that earlier. So can I ask you one thing? Yes? You're my lawyer, right? So, if you are, then why are you looking into stuff like that? Because if I don't know the truth, I can't help you. Sounds more like stupid lawyer talk to me. Let's stop talking about this, all right? No, we're not done talking about this. I haven't asked why you set the camera up yet. And what your secret is. Of course, it would be strictly confidential. So, what are you gonna do now? I'm going to find out what I want to know because I must. The reason you hid this camera in Mr. Kurita's room and filmed it in secret is why. Well, we think that it's because he was trying to get the read and the scoop on Juan and his manager, right? Now, the question is, do I present this or do I present Adrian Andrews' profile or Juan's profile? Oh, no! Oh, I backed out! No! I hit the wrong button! Oh, I hope I don't have to do the whole thing again. Hopefully there's only 3. No! No! Oh, I hit the wrong button. Oh, man. All right. Yeah. Sorry. Well, hang on. Please hold. Which is why you used this gadget. Matt, are you also getting a sense of deja vu? Because I am. Feel like we've had this conversation before. The person who gave this bear to Mr. Kurita, who do you think it was, Matt? I know. Careful, Press. I know I'm about to die. Although I already died, Pearl was like, be careful, Mr. Right, or your soul will shatter. I was like, oh my god. We're doing like real crazy stuff. Alright. Here is proof that it was you who put the camera inside. Was the receipt. Take that. Alrighty. You're my lawyer. Why are you looking into this? Because I think you're a criminal. The reason you hid this camera in Mr. Karida's room and filmed it in secret is because you wanted to catch them in the act. Take that. Adrian Andrews? There's a rumor going around that Ms. Andrews and Mr. Karita were having secret meetings. You, who was keeping tabs on Mr. Karita, you were going to reveal this as fact and turn it into a scandal. Isn't that right? Dude, you can be such a moron. Me? I'm the moron. You called your lawyer who... Okay. Don't give into it. Don't let him tempt you. Don't let him get on your nerves. Oh man, Mr. Lawyer dude. That kind of scandal. That's the good stuff. That's what we call in the industry juicy. The good stuff. Juicy. Look, we can get publicity without spending a penny with that kind of stuff. I mean, if people stop paying attention to us, then it'll be the end. Too bad that wasn't your intention. What are you talking about? I wish your reason for spying was something so innocent, but it wasn't. You didn't spy on Mr. Karita because of Adrian Andrews. Then there's only one reason I can think of for you to do such a thing. Okay, I don't know if I have this. I'm going to be honest with you. The real reason you set up that camera in Mr. Karita's room was why? If he didn't set the camera up to catch Juan and Adrian Andrews, then why did he set the camera up in the first place? Well, there's a couple things I guess I could present. The Nickel Samurai is to confess something. Maybe he wanted to get a read on that. The hotel guide map wouldn't do anything. The guitar case, I mean, he stored the Nickel Samurai costume in the guitar case. Juan did, or Adrian did. The real reason you set up that camera in Mr. Karita's room, I mean, to me it makes sense that it was to capture the crime and make sure the deed was done. But I don't know if that would fly. When we presented the picture card to him, he did gasp a little bit. So he knows what it is. And it's because he hired him. I bet Phoenix looks so smug right now. Well, maybe not anymore. He looked smug for the first 3 locks, but he's really thinking hard on this one. I think I just need to find a way to essentially tell him, hey man, I know that you hired the killer. And I think it makes sense that he would put the camera there to make sure that the deed was done. As incriminating as that is. I can't say it's a good strategy, but... So the best way to show that to him would probably be with this card. Or his autopsy report, but I'm going to go with the card. What is this card? Maybe he doesn't know about it. This is a certain man's calling card. The man's name is Shelly the Killer. He looks very happy as I'm talking about it. And I'm sure you know of him, don't you? Shelly the Killer. That's ridiculous. Why would I know some shady scumbag like him? If you really don't know him, then why are you acting so jumpy all of a sudden? Okay, now Phoenix is looking real smug. This is it. I'm finally starting to get to the truth. I can't afford to make any more mistakes now. I couldn't afford it in the first place. Mr. Matt Engarde. I know why you know Mr. the Killer. It's because you're a hero of justice. I never doubted you for a second. You're his client. Since you're the one who set up that camera, that means you knew. You knew exactly what was going to happen in that room. So, how? How would you know something like that? It's because you're his client. That's why. You hired Shelly the Killer to assassinate Mr. Juan Carita. We're throwing the accusation directly in our client's face. The real mastermind behind this whole murder is you, Matt Engarde. We're revealing our whole hand. And here I was, trying to be a good boy for you, dude. Are we gonna get a confession? I thought if you didn't know, you'd be able to do your job without feeling bad. Holy! Well, that's what I thought, anyway. Mr. Engarde, you really did hire him? Dude! Hold on a sec. I'm gonna consult myself, okay? Consult myself? Who's he talking to? ChatGPT? Well, I guess it's probably about time anyway. About time for what? I think it's time for... I didn't see what he said. Oh! How do you do, Mr. Lawyer? I'm Matt Engarde. Oh my gosh, he's red-haired Shanks. This is crazy. Where'd he get the drink from? Oh, he does not look like the kind dude that we thought he was. Why does he have a glass of liquid caramel? Oh, it's chocolate milk. That's what it is. Yeah. Dude, this is crazy. Wait, okay, so he just admitted. I mean, hey, sir, did you hear this? Are you listening? I don't know where the trial's gonna go from here, though. Like, what do we do now? Well done, Mr. Wright. I bet it wasn't easy to gather as much information as you have. So you are Shelly the Killer's client. You didn't really think I would dirty my own hands in this, did you? That's crazy, dude. And that woman, Adrian, was quite brave herself, trying to stick the crime on me. I didn't think she had it in her. But all I care about is that Juan is dead. Isn't that right, Mr. Lawyer? You're lying. What a terrible... It's way past your bedtime, little girl. Go on, let us grown-ups talk about more adult things. This is crazy. The bailiff isn't paid enough for this. He said, listen, guys, it's past 10 p.m. Like, I'm just trying to go home. I will say, Citrus, you did call this. You called this pretty early on. But why? Why did you hide the video camera and... A weakling soon believes the words of others, just like that pathetic Adrian. He knew about Ms. Andrews' secret? But I'm no weakling. I don't believe anyone, least of all assassins. What? Oh, come on now, Mr. Wright. Assassins aren't above blackmail. They turn their clients into cash cows by holding the sinful deed over their heads. And a superstar like me, how much do you think I'm worth? Care to guess? And that's why... Yes, that's where the video comes in. It's got his face and the crime scene recorded on it, preserved for all time. With that, I can keep him at bay and even blackmail him if I want. I called that. No, I didn't. Well, I didn't call it in the exact pretense, but I'll take my flowers. That's right. That video is my insurance. Isn't that what they call it, Mr. Wright? Now I can finally say it. I hate this guy. Thank you for... I'm surprised you were able to keep that in for so long. Thanks for not letting it slip. I did not see this coming. Like, actually. He's a fun antagonist, though. He is. He is a very fun antagonist. Why would you do something so wrong? Because I'm a grown-up and I can. Good enough of an answer for you, little girl. Okay, you're 21, bro. I mean, technically, you're a grown-up. I mean, I don't feel like a grown-up. Why? Why would you kill Mr. Kurita? Because he was about to sling so much dung onto my beautiful public image. Scandals are a little annoying, aren't they? This is all because of that press conference, isn't it? If Mr. Kurita had been able to give it, then Mr. Engarde's secret would have... well, that's what we call taking advantage of the situation, you know. I had no interest in doing it really, but bit by bit, it crept up on me. And then the situation just presented itself perfectly. How beautiful, I thought. And that's how Mr. Kurita ended up dead. Let me tell you something. I'm not like Adrian. I don't depend on anyone. People are simply things to be used and thrown away. Put on a sweet, innocent face and people will swallow anything you feed them. Adrian fell for it. The assassin too. Oh, and how can I forget? Even you fell for it, Mr. Lawyer. I did. Guilty as charged. Everyone, all working their butts off for me, Matt Engarde. Holy smokes, man. Did that leave you speechless? What a shame. What's wrong, Mr. Lawyer? You've grown awfully quiet. How could I have been so deceived by you all this time? When we first met, I asked if you killed Juan Kurita, and you answered very clearly that you hadn't killed anyone. Hey now, I never told you any lies. The person who did the killing was the killer guy, right? And that's why the Cyclops didn't come up, because he really believes it. All I'm guilty of is taking a cat nap in my room. You killed Mr. Kurita. Haha, I dare you to say that in court tomorrow. Aw, but too bad. You can't. You're my lawyer after all, aren't you? You could always drop my case and refuse to represent me. How does that sound? But Matt, I can't do that. I actually can't. He totally half-assed his answer. Aw, but you can't, can you? That would be the one thing you absolutely can't do. Mystic Maya, you wouldn't want to test a killer. He's a man of his word, or so I hear. So this guy knows, bro. This guy knows everything. How on earth is the trial gonna go? You could end up getting a certain friend of yours rubbed out if you lose. You scoundrel. Oh. So if I were you, Mr. Wright, Esquire, I think I would give it my all tomorrow. Remember, everyone likes a happy win-win resolution. I'll get you for this, you little... That's such a cliche phrase. Juan said something just like that, if memory serves. Of course, well, we all know how well things turned out for him, don't we? Good night, Mr. Lawyer. Maya, what am I supposed to do? This is crazy, bro. Oh, and now you finally found it. The starting line of this case. Edgeworth? You better figure out how it's going to go if you want Maya to be safe. Dude, I don't... What am I supposed... Am I supposed to just, like, pick apart Will Power's testimony tomorrow? And try and find lies that, like... Dude, this is crazy. I really don't know how this is gonna go. Edgeworth. I don't care for the horrid atmosphere here. Let's return to the precinct. Yeah, it really soured the mood. Don't we got like all this info on camera or the officer in the corner? Early 2000s, officer is in his own world. He's wondering when the next Steel Ball Run episode is going to come out. My conversation with Matt is the least of his worries. Well, right? What are you going to do if you plan on changing your strategy? No. We can't do that. That's right. He's holding Maya hostage. What should I do? That's not something I can answer for you. Mr. Edgeworth? Right. Only you can decide where to go from here. 1 year ago, at that time, I didn't truly understand what a prosecutor was. And that is why I had to leave the prosecutor's office. I felt that I couldn't stand in a court of law until I knew what a prosecutor really was. And now, Wright, it's your turn. My turn? What is this thing called a lawyer? What can you do as one? You must find the answer, and you must find it on your own. Oh, man. Okay, but I don't have the luxury of going on a year-long retreat to find that answer. I gotta be in court in like 11 hours. Oh, I don't know if the situation's the same. Holy moly. He's paid to stand, not give a shit? I wonder, dude, like, I mean, from Edgeworth's perspective, he's got all the information he needs. I mean, there's no moral complication outside of he knows Maya, right? I don't know. This is crazy. This is crazy. I'm a lawyer, but to fight for someone who's clearly a killer, that man's really... It doesn't matter who, every person deserves a proper defense and a fair trial. Isn't that the basis of our judicial system? Proper defense? But what exactly is that? I would say this is not a proper defense. He's literally got my best friend hostage. Is it where a lawyer forcibly and blindly gets an acquittal through shouting and trickery? Ironic that you, of all people, should say such a thing. Isn't that exactly how you fought for your clients up until now? Okay, buddy. Well, that may be true, but that's because I believe my clients to be innocent from the bottom of my heart. But if I were to get Engarde an acquittal, that isn't a proper defense at all. I didn't remember Edgeworth knowing. About Maya? Yeah, we told him at the hospital. At Hadi's clinic, I think we told him. I became a lawyer because I thought I could save people who were suffering and in pain. But when I look at this mess we're in, I can't even protect the person closest to me. Even if I win the case, I'd still lose in the end. I don't know what to do. Right. Would you get a hold of yourself? You have it all wrong. Huh? We aren't some sort of heroes. We're only human, you and I. You want to save someone? That's something easier said than done, wouldn't you say? You are a defense attorney. You can't run away from that. You can only fight. That's all you can do. People like you and Francisca von Karma are always using all you have to pin me down. You fight to the very end, even when you know the truth is not with you. But I'm not like you. I can't fight for a false verdict for a man I clearly know to be guilty. Francisca, she fights for herself. The only thing she fights for is her perfect win record. That's all. And isn't that the same as you? Isn't that why you ran away a year ago? Because your precious win record was destroyed? You're so petty. Oh, they're fighting. The girls are fighting. I see. Now I understand why you despise me so. However, you're mistaken. Thanks to you, when you sealed off my path to a perfect win record, I began to realize the error of my ways. I realized that things such as a perfect record were meaningless. So Francisca is kind of like old Edgeworth, but when we beat Edgeworth, he started to change, and when we beat Francisca, she stuck to her original ideology. Very interesting. Edgeworth's always going to be a bit of a thorn, even if he's gone through redemption. I love his arc. Yes, I really like so far all the prosecuting attorneys minus Payne. I thought have been really good characters. I hate Payne. They're so hard, emoji. I don't believe you. Are you saying that's why you left the prosecutor's office? But then why? Why are you here now? The answer to that is something you will find out on your own. I have faith you will see it before the verdict is read tomorrow. Tomorrow? But if you can't, then you will be powerless to change the ending of this story. Mr. Nick, the transceiver. I'm sorry for what happened earlier. Now then, Mr. Attorney, do you wager you can obtain an acquittal tomorrow? My, what's the matter, Mr. Attorney? I don't sense your usual anger this time. Tell me, please, why are you holding Maya hostage for Mr. Engarde's sake? Why are you doing this for that cold-blooded killer? Right. Please don't misunderstand things. He is my client. Don't toy with me. A man who hires an assassin is just as much of a killer himself. I believe you were asking me for a reason as to why I am doing what I am. Yeah. This is what I like to call my aftercare. What the heck is aftercare? My name carries a certain amount of honor and dignity, Mr. Attorney. I take great care to ensure that no suspicion falls upon my clients for my handiwork. That is what is called client relations, and it is a part of an assassin's duty. Ah, but because of Adrian Andrews, the crime was pinned on Matt. If Adrian never interfered, it's very likely that Matt gets away. An assassin's duty? We were unlucky this time, and my client was arrested as a suspect. As a result, I did what I had to do to enlist your expert help, Mr. Attorney, and to ensure that you would do everything in your power to the very end. What's your name? I believe I told you once before, however. You did, but my name is the Killer. Shelly the Killer. You're Shelly the Killer. Please keep in mind you do not have much space to maneuver with me. As a killer, I always finish what I set out to do. If you fail to keep up your end of the bargain, it would be my duty as an assassin to see to it she receives a nice long nap. But someone get Pearl out of the room. She can't be hearing this. Now then, if you'll excuse me, if someone were to trace this signal back to me, it would be quite troublesome. We heard the cat! I don't know what to say. Edgeworth, do you see the situation that we're in now? Did you hear that? At the end of that transmission? Huh? Oh, that. It sounded like a cat. A cat? Yeah, it can't be. Ain't no way we got Shu snitching on the killer. The cat comes in clutch. We're back in business. What is it? We know who the killer is. We have to. I think I know where Shelly the Killer's holding Maya. Edgeworth, have all police units head for Engarde Mansion immediately. All right. You hurry over as well then. Dude, wait. Okay, Shu just came in so clutch. Don't lose hope yet, Pearls. The fight's only just begun. Can we go over there? Get over there. Move! Everybody move! Sorry, Gumshoe, out of the way. I'm just trying to get there, but I can't. Oh, we have to go to the hotel lobby. He lives by the hotel. Yes. This is, oh boy. Maya, please answer us. Mystic Maya. I called it. Here's the doggy door. Or the cat door, I guess. We have this area completely surrounded. There's no way for him to escape. Assuming he's still in the area. I can't believe it. That butler all this time, he was the killer. He and Engarde were working together all this time. I'm sure they had worked out a contingency plan ahead of time. Do you think that he realized, though, that Shu made the noise? Do you think? Oh, it's a figurine of a bear. How fitting. But there are a lot of cuts in it for some reason. Figurine added to the court record. A wooden bear-shaped figurine. It's covered in many thin cuts. Wouldn't he take Maya? If he left, then yes, surely. A bear? Isn't that more of a thing for Mr. Karita? Why would something like this be here? Right. Look down. There's a little pet door installed here. I'm sure that's for Shu. Pearl, you can fit through, Pearl. Do you think that this came through that little door? Did Maya push it out? It's a bomb, ain't it? GG. This door, it's locked. Well, I'm pretty used to breaking doors down by now. Let's go, Edgeworth. Boom. Boom, boom. Did we get it? Nice. There's no one here. From the looks of this room, I would say this is Engarde's private lounge. Look at this, right? An antenna for sending and receiving radio signals and a VCR. I don't think we have the guns. The police do, though. Check inside the deck. If there's a tape, it would be an important piece of evidence. If we're lucky, it'll have the moment the crime was committed recorded right on it. I'm sorry, but the tape deck's empty. No tape to be found. They took Maya. But there's no mistake that someone used this to record something. It looks like someone took the tape we're looking for and escaped with it. Okay, it's on Engarde's computer. Maya, why couldn't you have used this to get help? Mr. Nick, where's the power switch? Oh, I get it. So that's what happened. She couldn't find the power switch. VCR and an antenna. The footage that the spy camera took at the scene of the crime was beamed here and recorded on tape. If only we had that tape, it would have been really helpful. This is crazy. Oh, they took the picture. They took the picture of Celeste. I bet we could barely squeeze 3 pearls on there. Okay, big TV. A huge television and speakers loom largely here. I'm sure if Maya saw this, she'd say, I would die. Wait, didn't she say this exact thing? That's so funny. It's hard to appreciate the humor with the intense music and the fact that she's been kidnapped, but very funny. I can't believe I just made a joke about Maya, all things considered. Power switch, power switch. There's a little door for Shu in this big door. I'm sure Maya used this door to shove this out there. I'm sure it was her. Every time you give me some piece of evidence, it's always the most crucial piece. Really insensitive, right? Come on, lock in, Phoenix. Spacious sofa. I bet 10 pearls would fit on here. Okay. What else to do? Let's check these bookshelves. And nothing here. Does that mean that we can move? The wine cellar. The photo of Celeste isn't here. We've searched all over, but it looks like he got away. I'm sorry. Looks like he slipped out of our grasp this time. And now we've lost our only lead. Don't give up yet. That little girl's looking to you to be her pillar. Yeah, you're right. We're close, I can tell. We've already set up checkpoints along every route leading out of this district. Leave the rest to us. Maya. No. This is important. This is very important here. That satellite and Maya with him also? Yeah. I wonder where the heck did he go, though? I mean, like he said, I'm sure they had a plan. Phoenix involuntary girl dad. He plays the part well. This looks like a picture of Ms. Impax. With love, Celeste. Ms. Impax. You mean... Okay. I don't know. Celeste, what if she and Matt had a thing, but then she ended up with Juan, and Matt did something to make her commit suicide so she wouldn't be with Juan? I don't know. I genuinely don't even have any theories anymore. Mr. Carita's former manager. Now, why would a picture of Ms. Impax be here in the Engarde mansion? And why does it say with love? This might be a clue, you think? Found at Engarde mansion, with love Celeste is written on it. What's wrong, Pearls? Please let me see that picture frame. The frame? On the back, there's something written on the back of the frame. Maya. She left us a message. Huh? Okay. He ought to have told Matt, so like check radio frequencies and also ask him maybe if he'll answer. Do you think? I don't know if you can track that stuff, especially in the 2000s. Can you? I genuinely don't know. Oh, the note. I thought you'd come. I knew you would. Now listen up. You'd better get Engarde a guilty sentence, okay? If you get that creepy slime bag and not guilty, I'll never forgive you ever. Oh. I'm fine, so you don't need to worry. There's so much I want to write, but I don't think I have a lot of time left. Pearly, you're there too, right? Make sure you help Nick, okay? Someone's got to watch out for the helpless slunk. That's it for now, Nick. I guess I'll talk to you guys later. That's... Oh, boy. Okay. Okay. Oh, boy. What's wrong? Why the blank stare? Nothing. We've searched the house, and this is the last room. It looks like he eluded us. Edgeworth. Yes. As far as clues go, I think this is about all I'm going to get. But I'm still short one last thing. And what is that? Yes. Ms. Andrews' psych lock. If I could just find out what secret she's holding, then I think I stand a chance in court tomorrow to blow this case wide open and expose the truth. I think I know what you're thinking. I'll contact the detention center. Thanks, Edgeworth. Well, let's go, Pearls. It's time to open that last lock. March 22nd, Detention Center Visitors Room. Maybe they went where Celeste killed herself. Maybe. I'm trying to think of... I don't know. I don't know why Celeste committed suicide. Good evening, Mr. Wright. What's wrong? You look ill. Ms. Andrews, I've come to remove your psych lock. Psych lock. I want to know, and you will tell me your secret. Fine. Go ahead. Try to break me if you can. All right. What do we have? Oh, the picture frame. Duh. All right, let's play ball and get into court, why don't we? Why frame him? Can you please tell me why you framed Engarde for the murder? I've already told you countless times it's because I thought Matt was the killer. That's not it. I know you have a personal reason to dislike him. Ms. Andrews, you may think I didn't hear it, but I know what you said earlier. You said revenge. So you're saying I was taking my revenge out on Matt, and that's why? What an absurd idea. I don't have anything I want to take revenge for. Ms. Andrews, a woman who lives by being dependent on other people. There is something, or someone, in her past that would make her take revenge. Take that. Are you trying to help or hurt Matt with what you're doing? What do you mean? This random, haphazard throwing out of evidence you're so fond of doing. That's not what I'm trying to do. I thought I was onto something. Then refrain from doing it anymore, please. I guess I screwed up again. So you're saying I was taking my revenge out on Matt, and that's why. Oh, do I have to... Maybe I have to go to the precinct first. No. There's something or someone in her past that would make her take revenge. Something or someone in her past. John Doe? Uh-oh. 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 Okay. Hang tight. Okay. I'm gonna go see if Edgeworth is at the Criminal Affairs Department. He's not. What did it say, though? What did... He said something, right? Good thing I can just rewind my VOD. Did I miss something? Da-da-da. I think I know what you're thinking. I'll contact the detention center. Thanks, Edgeworth. Oh, so I have it. Whatever it is, I have it. All right. All right. So we just got to lock in, I guess. Whew. I don't know about that. Impact says no. I showed the photo, and it didn't work. I'm going to save my game. We've made a lot of progress. Alright, let's see. Take that! The bear could have something in it. God knows what, though. I know, though, that's true, too. We could present the bear. I don't know. Hang on, let's see. Okay. There's something or someone in her past that would make her take revenge. A new piece of evidence that we just found that's not this. There is something or someone in Adrian Andreas' past that would make her take revenge. If it's the bear, what is it? A wooden-shaped figurine covered in many thin cuts. Celeste herself? I think I presented that last time. And it didn't work. I'll try again. I mean, it makes sense, because I thought it was the photo. I'm going to try Celeste herself again. Okay, cool. Cool. I swear I presented that last time. Maybe not. Or maybe it just doesn't unlock until you're here. Oh, because we know more info about her now. Is probably what it is. There's only one catalyst that could cause such strong feelings and even revenge. And that is Ms. Impax's suicide. What are you trying to say? Celeste was Juan's manager. On top of that, the one who hit her suicide note was also Juan. Oh, you know what? We unlocked this dialogue. It was the next thing after this, I think, that was the problem. What does all this have to do with Matt? You're right. You haven't mentioned him. Yet. But for you to hate Mr. Engarde, it would mean that he had to have some relation to Ms. Impax and her suicide. There we go. Yes, okay. Can you explain to me this relation between Celeste and Matt? I can't explain it, but you can. You certainly can. This is a photo of Ms. Impax, correct? She looks younger than when she passed away, though. With love, Celeste. This is Ms. Impax's handwriting, isn't it? Oh, we got her. Where did you find this? No, that's all right. It was a rhetorical question. Yeah, it is. I found this at Mr. Engarde's mansion. And after all this time, my last remaining secret has been revealed. Unlock successful. You think Adrian was in love with Celeste? Could be. Celeste, she was supposed to get married to Juan. Yes, but I heard that it didn't work out. Because Mr. Carita didn't want to get married to her anymore, right? Yes, because of Matt. Doomed Yuri. Because of Mr. Engarde? What do you mean? I think I can see where this is going. Celeste, she was Matt's manager a long time ago. She was the happiest woman in the world at the time. I was working part-time back then, and I often saw the two of them together. So that's why. With love, Celeste is written on the frame of that picture. They were a couple, weren't they? It wasn't anything as splendid as that. Celeste was being used, toyed with until she was thrown away. That's so horrible. Well, that is what Matt said. People are to be used. Matt's entire image is built around how nice and wonderful of a man he is. A scandal would have destroyed that. Which is why Celeste, in her kindness, moved over to Worldwide Studios. And that is where she met Juan. She seemed really happy with him, even happier than when she was with Matt. Celeste and Juan were such a good match that they were even planning to get married. And then, it was suddenly called off. On the night Juan called their marriage off, Celeste, she killed herself. And that's why I framed Matt. It was revenge for Celeste and for myself. I'm sure even you can guess why Juan called the wedding off, right? Matt confessed to Juan about his relationship with Celeste. I see. So that's what happened. But then why did Mr. Carita have to call off the wedding? I don't understand at all. I mean, her and Matt were done at that point, right? It was probably because of his worthless male pride. Yeah. Juan and Matt were always fierce rivals. Matt waited for the wedding announcement and then unleashed the truth on Juan. He was aiming for when it would hurt Juan the most. Poor Ms. Impacts. That wasn't the end of it either. That day, I'm almost certain that Celeste left a suicide note behind. And in that note, she left a detailed account of Matt's various misdeeds, and so that she would never again be hurt by Matt, she chose to die. Then, when Juan discovered her body, he hid her note. But why would he do that? Yeah. It's simple. Juan realized that note was a powerful weapon against Matt. And it would be especially damaging to his refreshing like a spring breeze image. So Juan held it for personal gain. In any case, with his pride hurt, Juan sought revenge. There's that word again. Juan wanted to publicly disclose the contents of that suicide note. At a time that will cause Matt the most damage, of course. And that was at the press conference after the stage show. I know all about it because I heard it all from Juan. It was so I could find out about all this that I drew close to Juan to begin with. They're quite a pair of hideous monsters, aren't they? I'd say. Even Celeste's death was something for them to use in their game. That night, when I found Juan's body, it was only natural that I thought the murderer was Matt. Those two were always spying on one another, after all. As for me, I was frantically searching for Celeste's suicide note. I wanted to destroy it before it ever went public. I was going to burn it. I had even brought a lighter. Wow. That's the press conference, huh? But I couldn't find the suicide note, and that's when revenge crossed my mind. Yes, I was going to bring them my own kind of cruel revenge. Celeste was killed by those two monsters. So when I stabbed Juan's body with that knife, I didn't feel a single shred of guilt. Wow. And that's all I have to say. Well, Mr. Wright, even knowing all this, are you still going to help that man? I'm a lawyer. I see. What a foul profession. Holy. What a line. Thank you very much for your time and for talking with me. It was no big deal. I couldn't sleep anyway. I can't sleep either. Not with Maya's situation or with what I know now. Dude, what a heavy hitting. Holy. This case rocks, man. This case is sweet. You know, Celeste's is, or not Celeste, excuse me. Adrian's revenge might actually be the reason that Matt goes behind bars. Because it was only because of Adrian's revenge that there was even evidence to pin it on him, right? Like, if it wasn't for the knife, I don't know who they would have framed. The whole reason they framed him was because she planted the evidence. Holy moly, this case bangs, bro. This is I think this is my favorite case so far in, like, the series. This case is awesome. No. How did I get into this mess? That's far enough. You can't run forever, Mr. Phoenix Wright. I see this in my dreams. Literally, I see this in my nightmare. I cannot allow you to go on like this. But I'm just a simple defense attorney. Silence! You are no longer worthy of your title. Waboom! In this game, I think this is my favorite case, but I doubt anything will beat out Gant's case. Gant's case was also really good, as was the last case, Von Karma's. As if this day was written into my destiny. Today, I'll stand in court as a lawyer to prove a killer innocent. Wow. That's crazy. I gotta say, pretty damn cool that they are tackling that side of, you know, attorneys. It would be very easy to make this game always have the defendant be innocent, right? I'm very impressed. I think this is really cool. My favorite case is in the next game, but this one's so solid. Ooh, it gets better. It gets better. Dude, that's so sick. That's so sick. No, I'm very impressed that they're actually tackling this side. That's very cool. Wow, this is exciting. Okay, I wonder if this is the last day. It's technically only day 2 of the trial, but who the heck knows at this point, right? Hello, this is Phoenix Wright. You don't look so well, dude. You're gonna prove me not guilty today, right? Dude, when he's putting on this act and talking to me now, it gives me the ick. Screw you. Screw you, Matt. Everyone seeing this? Hey, you two, look over here. Hey, you seeing this guy? If you please, Mr. Lawyer. Remember, it's not just me. Your precious friend's life is riding on today's verdict, too. Now listen up. You'd better get on guard a guilty sentence, okay? Maya's so real for that, though. If you get that creepy slime bag on not guilty, I'll never forgive you ever. Phoenix. Mia, thank God. I need some guidance. Did you ever have to deal with anything like this? Maya, how's Maya? I don't know. You don't know? She hasn't tried to channel me since yesterday. Mia, what am I supposed to do? Well, like I said, for a lawyer, the worst of times are when you have to force your biggest smiles. But you can't give up. There's still some hope left. Stop it, please. There's nothing left. Not here, not anywhere. Oh? It's that cursed Engarde again. Will you leave me alone? Don't call me anymore. I mean it. No, I'm sorry, Gumshoe. I didn't mean it. I'm sorry, Gumshoe. I would never talk to you like that, Gumshoe. I'm sorry. It's been a long day. With how long she's done it, she probably has had an actual client guilty. Yeah, you're right. I mean, she was a lawyer for a long time. Did you ever have to deal with anything like this? You might just find that out someday. Ooh. Little foreshadowing. I'm not surprised. This game doesn't seem to leave a lot of stones unturned. I'm sorry, Gumshoe. You're really mean, pal. Gumshoe, I'm sorry. Where are you? They let me join the investigation team, and we're chasing after the killer, pal. Is that so? Then you have some sort of lead? Sorry, but right now we've got 0 leads on the guy. But we're not going to give up. Until the trial is over, until the verdict is handed down, we're going to do everything we can and find the killer. If we can get Maya out, then we can get Engarde the guilty verdict he deserves, pal. That's true. I could do that if they found Maya first. You got that? So you have to do whatever you can to make the trial last longer. I have to make the trial last longer? If you go at Mr. Edgeworth with everything you've got, then you two can draw it out. Now I get it. I believe in you, pal. You and Edgeworth can do it. So, believe in us. We're gonna give it all we've got, just like you. Got it. Thanks, Gumshoe. Dude, let's go. This is actually so sick. Mia was only 27 when she died? Really? Dang. She carries herself much older. Hey, Phoenix. You understand now, don't you? You have something money will never be able to buy. Friendship. It's the strongest weapon in the world, and you have it in abundance. Yeah. All right. All we got to do, me and Edgeworth, just lock eyes across the courtroom. We're going to drag this thing out. If it's the last thing we do. Looks like we're coming to the end. I have to make the trial last as long as I can. Gumshoe will come through. I know it. I wonder if we can push it to a day 3. And Will is testifying. No, this is actually perfect. I hope we talked to him beforehand. Like, listen, man, you need to give us the longest testimonies possible. He should just filibuster up there. He better give an 8-year-long testimony. Yes, yes. I want. Don't leave a single detail out, Will. I want to know what you had for breakfast that morning, and if you thought the bacon was over or undercooked at the buffet. March 23rd. March 23rd. It's March 23rd. We've aligned. It's real life. That's crazy. We actually did it. March 23rd, 10 a.m. District courtroom number 3. Ooh, Granny or Lotta would be good ones to have up there too. You're right. God, Granny can talk. Court is now in session for the trial of Matt Engarde. The defense is ready, Your Honor. The prosecution has been ready for a while, Your Honor. Now, as I recall, we concluded yesterday's session with a big mystery on our hands. The mystery being what exactly was Ms. Adrian Andrews' role in this murder. That is to say, is she really connected to the crime itself? Mr. Edgeworth, if you would please inform the court of today's proceedings. Adrian Andrews. She forged evidence that threw suspicion onto Mr. Engarde, and then proceeded to escape the crime scene by wearing a nickel samurai costume. The guilt of these actions are those from which she cannot escape. And you're saying that she's guilty after all? I'm not finished, Your Honor. Ms. Andrews has nothing to do with committing the actual murder. I would like to direct the court's attention to this card. And what is that? It looks like a shell. This is the calling card of a certain assassin. Assassin, you say? Boom. Yes, Juan Carita was killed by a professional assassin. And the person who hired the assassin, his client, so to speak, is Matt Engarde. What a surprising turn of events. I would think it's become commonplace by now, Your Honor. Boom, 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 boom. Granny could flirt with the judge and stall his ass for ages. Well, Granny would never help us out, but Granny would help Edgeworth out. So Edgeworth could be like, listen, I'll take you out for lunch. All you have to do is like talk up there for as long as you possibly can. I know what's going on this time. So I know that everything Edgeworth has said is true, but we still have to hold out as long as we can, at least until Maya's safe and sound. Wonder how the trial will turn out today. Now then, please call your first witness, Mr. Edgeworth. The prosecution calls the defendant's mentor, Mr. Will Powers, to the stand. Now then, witness, your name and occupation, please. Okay. I'm, Will Powers. I'm a poor, underpaid action star. Oh, poor Will. And what is your relation to the defendant? Well, I guess I'm sort of a lousy mentor to him in a way, yeah? Mr. Powers, please, you don't need to put yourself down so much. Sorry. Well, but I'm just kind of a nothing sort of guy. On the night of the murder, you visited the defendant's room. Is this correct? Yes. I didn't know that. But, you know, I didn't actually get to see Matt when I went. All you need to do is answer what you're asked. No, Will, please, by all means, elaborate as much as you can. Now then, I would like you to please testify about what you went to Mr. Engarde's room for. Okay, sure. The judge is married. Wait, seriously? I think the only one he'd consider leaving his wife for is Gant. He and Gant did have a nice bromance going on, you're right. Is the judge married? I didn't know that. Huh. Maybe I just thought he was so infatuated with Gant that he was a single guy. Wonder if they've had lunch with Gant behind bars lately. All right, before I do this, I'm going to go grab a water. Hang on. Is my model staring into your soul? Oh no, what on earth is he doing? What? What on earth? I leave for 10 seconds. Where the hell he is best? I had to get a water. I didn't know my model was gonna break. Usually when I get up, he just stares into your soul like this. I know he's mentioned grandchildren. Oh, Depresso, you died. I don't know what happened. I'm alive. I'm okay. I'm here. All right, visit to Matt's room. I got my water. After the award ceremony, I went by myself to Matt's room. God, he plays the part so well. Ew, I hate this guy. Matt was standing there in front of his room, still in his nickel samurai costume. He was talking with someone. At first, I thought it was the bellboy. He was talking to someone, was he? That makes sense, because this guy was working as hotel staff now. I remember. I watched the two of them for a while, but then I gave up and went back. I had guests with me that night, and I couldn't make them wait for me. Wow. Now, Will, I've got quite a few questions I need to ask you. Please, feel free to answer them as lengthy as you would like. You started sliding down? I was worried what you were going to do to... No! No, not Will Powers. Nothing sounds out of place in Mr. Powers' testimony. No, Your Honor. I'm sure I could find some things to pick apart in this. And talking with the bellboy's no big deal. It wasn't the bellboy, Phoenix. It wasn't the bellboy. It was the killer. If one assumes that the person Mr. Engarde was speaking with was an ordinary bellboy, what are you implying? Oh, he's one step ahead. Hang on, I want to be the cool guy who makes the discovery. Well, Mr. Wright, let's have your cross-examination. Thank you, Edgeworth. Thanks for giving me this one. Looks like we're in another sticky situation. Huh? A trap. Can't you smell it, Phoenix? No. What? But for us to find out more, we're just going to have to charge in head first, right? Is this a trap? What kind of trap is this? I'm actually partially deaf, Judge. Can we get him to retell us a couple more times? Yeah, Your Honor. Sorry, I wasn't listening. Dang, they don't even give us a full health bar for this? They're strict on this case. After the award ceremony, I went by myself to Matt's room. Did you now? The defendant's room. And why did you go there? Well, I'm his mentor, like a big brother sort of, and I wanted to say congrats. What's wrong? Why did you stop? Mr. Wright! Oh, yes, Will? You're gonna try to trick me into a corner, aren't you? No! No, Will! I would never! Uh-huh? I know I'm just a poor, underpaid action star, but I'm not the killer. Poor guy's got PTSD. No one said you were, Mr. Powers. No, please, don't trick me. Every time you do your lawyer thing, the witness suddenly turns into the bad guy. It's just a unfortunate set of circumstances that happens every case, Will. I believe you. Every time? Witness, I will personally talk to the defense at a later time. So for now, please kindly cooperate and continue with your testimony. Poor Will. Poor Will. Did Nick get hit with a fire extinguisher again? Why is he acting stupid? Oh my god, I forgot about that. That feels like forever ago. So you went to the defendant's room, and then... I wonder how the first case of the third game is gonna work. Am I gonna get hit with another fire extinguisher? Amnesia twice would be crazy. When and how did I suddenly turn into the bad guy here? Matt was standing there in front of his room, still in his nickel samurai costume. Are you sure it was Matt? Yeah, I'm sure. He wasn't wearing the nickel samurai mask then. If that's the case, then he really can't be mistaken. And what was the defendant doing, standing in front of his own room? Me was talking with someone. At first, I thought it was the bellboy. At first? What do you mean by that? Well, he was in a bellboyish uniform and he had a bottle of juice on a tray. Oh, that's the same juice from before. Sounds like an ordinary bellboy to me. Yeah, but I didn't think he was a normal bellboy. And why was that? Why did I think that, Mr. Wright? How am I supposed to know? Sorry, I can't remember right now. Sorry. No worries, no worries. You know what? Why don't... Your Honor, let's take 5. Let's give him a chance to remember. I watched the two of them for a while, but then I gave up and went back. You saw the two of them, the bellboy and the defendant, together, correct? Yeah, the bellboy just wanted to say congrats. Now, while you were watching the two of them, did you notice anything strange? You know, I did feel something weird. I think it was because Matt, well, he gave the bellboy a tip. That's not weird. A tip, huh? That's a perfectly normal thing to do, though. So how long did you watch the two of them? Not more than a minute or two, I think. I had guests with me that night, and I couldn't make them wait for me. I think it was us, right? Weren't we the guests? Screw 5 minutes. One nice short hour-long recess would be lovely. I know the judge loves to eat lunch, so we can give him a real long lunch today, too. So who are these guests you're talking about? You guys, of course. You and Maya and Little Pearl. I thought it would be really rude since I invited you guys if I disappeared on you. So I went back to my seat pretty soon after seeing Matt in the hallway. This is like squeezing water from a stone. It's probably pointless to press any further. Do you remember this incident? Did Mr. Powers leave his seat that night? I don't remember that happening at all. Maya was making such a racket in her hyper state, I ended up focusing on her. I see. In any case, from his story, he probably wasn't gone for very long. After the award ceremony, I went by myself to Oh, so there is something we gotta present here, huh? Well, let's see. Any contradictions? Matt was standing there in front of his room, still in the nickel samurai costume. He was talking with someone. I thought it was the bellboy. I watched the two of them for a while, but then I gave up and went back. I had guests with me that night, and I couldn't make them wait for me. Alright, we've got this photo. Let's get Polly back on the stand. That's a great idea. That's a great idea. A visit from an old friend. Just to catch up. Let's see, let's see. 8:15 was the time of death. This is tough. I had guests with me that night and I couldn't make them wait for me. Did Mr. Powers leave his seat? I don't remember that happening at all. He probably wasn't gone very long. After the award ceremony, I went... So what time was the award ceremony at? The Nickel Samurai is to confess something after the post-ceremony stage show. Do we know what time it was at, though? This might be what we want to hit. Because after the award ceremony, he went to Matt's room. But after the award ceremony... No, it doesn't say the time gap. So I don't think that that's it. Have we ever used the ticket to the conference? No, we haven't. That's why I was like thinking maybe. But it doesn't give us a lot from like a time frame perspective. But no, I don't think we've ever presented it. Let's see. Was ripped from his costume. Let's see. Still in his Nickel Samurai costume. Are you sure that was Matt? I'm sure he wasn't wearing the mask. No, nothing. I want to see that picture again. There's a picture he shows of Matt. Why did you go there? I'm his mentor. I don't know about all that. I'm not going to frame you. I know you're not the killer. I want to see the picture. Show me the picture again, Will. He was talking with someone. At first, I thought it was the bellboy. Why do you think I think that, Mr. Wright? Actually, Mr. Powers, only a few minutes ago, you stated... Oh! You know, I did feel something weird. Oh, so we just had to press again. I think it was because Matt, he gave the bellboy a tip. Could it be that you felt something strange about the tip-giving incident itself? Yeah, that's it. You really know your job. Mr. Edgeworth. Yes, Your Honor. This bellboy. He wasn't an ordinary one, was he? Huh. Perhaps we should let the witness tell us. Very well. Mr. Powers, please amend your testimony. You mean about the bellboy, right? Matt gave the bellboy a tip. So he gave the bellboy a tip, but what's so strange about that? Well, you see, Matt's not a poor penny pincher like me. I was trying to figure out how much it was because the tip really shocked me. How much it was? Oh, how much was it? But that's when something even more surprising happened. The bellboy was putting the tip he got in his pocket. And that's when I got my first good look at the guy's face. I was really shocked. I'm afraid I don't follow at all. Sounds like Mr. Powers was surprised twice by this event. I wonder which of his shocking moments I should ask about. Oh, I mean, both are important. Both are important. But I'm going to ask about his face first because we already know who it is. What was so shocking about the bellboy's face, Mr. Powers? Well, he wasn't exactly a boy, more like an old Gramps. Well, I hope you know that discrimination towards old men is a no-no in my court. No, that's not what I meant at all. In the smack middle of the guy's face, there was a line of stitches. A line of stitches. And it went straight from the tippy top of his head to the bottom of his chin. Almost like if that thread snapped, all the stuff in his head would come spilling out. Ew. He was there, at Engarde's house, the butler, the killer. What is it, Mr. Wright? Nothing, Your Honor. So that means Engarde was talking with the killer then. If that fact were to be exposed, Engarde would be declared guilty in a blink. So we can't expose it. Phoenix, you have to play dumb here. Pretend you don't know anything. Yes, Chief. You sure you don't have anything you would like to say, Mr. Wright? What did you just say, Your Honor? Could you say it again? Nothing, Mr. Wright. Nothing. We're just going around and around in circles. Mr. Powers, please continue with your testimony. I watched the two of them. Oh, wait, but I want to know how much he gave him as a tip as well. We know that it was to kill her. But really, I'm more curious in how much Matt Engarde's got in his pocket. Engarde's tip. The defendant is a huge star. He can afford to give generous tips, wouldn't you agree? Sure, but giving him that much was maybe a little too much, I think. A little too much? Would you please clarify for the court about how much would you say the defendant gave to the bellboy? Honestly, I don't know. I can't even begin to guess. And why is that? Because he gave the bellboy a really, really fat roll of cash. That's pretty irresponsible of him to do it there. A roll of cash. Oh no. Well, how interesting. That certainly was a very generous tip, I'll say. A very fat roll of cash that can hardly be called a tip, Your Honor. The judge is beginning to look awfully suspicious of us. Oh my god, dude, it's like we're playing the antithesis to how we are supposed to play. Oh, and if that's the case, then we have to convince him that it's not that weird. It's not that weird. Objection. The defendant is a superstar. That kind of tip is typical fare for people like him. No, Miles! No objections right now. Are you saying that all superstars are super spenders? If I could receive large rolls of cash by simply bringing people things on trays, then why on earth would I stand around here prosecuting? Then go do it, Edgeworth. No one's stopping you. He's got a point. I don't even get paid. I don't even get paid, let alone rolls of cash for all my hard work. All right, it's confirmed. We're still pretty poor, despite making quite the name for ourselves. Out of all the places to pay an assassin out in the hallway, that's what I'm saying. Although, to be fair, in all this, Matt doesn't seem like the brightest bulb, does he? So supposing that roll of cash was not a tip, then what was it? Payment, Your Honor. Payment? Isn't it obvious? For the murder of Mr. Juan Carita. Then, the bellboy, the witness saw... Yes, he was the assassin. Oh no. Oh, this isn't going well. Hold your horses now. Mr. Edgeworth, you don't have any proof of this, do you? Have I ever been unprepared to support my claims, Your Honor? I have here the card Shelley DeKiller left at the scene of the crime. Shelley DeKiller? He's the person the police's special investigations team has been chasing for ages. I'm certain that the person the witness saw was this very assassin, Shelley DeKiller. Really? What's wrong, Mr. Powers? No, nothing. Something just clicked in my head, and I think I just figured something out. Actually, I saw that bellboy again later on that night. What? Your curiosity is getting you in trouble. Should I not be doing this? Should I not? See, I don't know how to play the game. Like, should I not be pressing? I don't know, man. I feel like I don't know. I'm kind of stressed. Gonna need you to slow your roll, Edgy. I mean, like, stop being so cool for 5 seconds. Just stop being so cool. Yes, sir. Right away. Oh, it's so hard. I have to buy time. So I have to kind of like raise these questions, because if I don't, he's just going to walk right off the stand. But the more questions I raise, the more it's so obvious that my client is guilty. This time, I was in that hallway because I had to go to the bathroom. And that's when that bellboy I saw earlier came out of the room. Of course, when I say room, I mean Juan's room. Now that I think about it, that bellboy did seem kind of out of place. Yeah, so he had to be the assassin. I'm sure of it. No, Will! No! No! Can you give us some soft accusations, Edgy? Just like, can we just like, let's everyone calm down in the courtroom. Let's just theory craft. Let's just, everyone throw your theories to the wall. Let's leave all options on the table now. Thank you very much. That is all we need for now. Huh? But I'm not done. There's still more. Let us first establish that the bellboy was truly Mr. the Killer. Then we shall see. So the bellboy came out of the victim's room. And if that bellboy really was the assassin, then I think the answer is fairly obvious. That would be correct, Your Honor. Well, Mr. Wright, I believe it's your turn to entertain and make us laugh. Okay. Ha, 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 ha. I know it's not a laughing matter. I'm trying my best, Mia. Holy smokes. All right, here we go. This time, I was in that hallway because I had to go to the bathroom. And what time was it? Well, I don't remember. The award ceremony ended around 8 p.m., right? Yes, it did. And I went to Matt's room pretty soon after that, and then I came back. And then I went to the bathroom. So I guess maybe it was around 8:10 by that time. Aha! Well, that could be a problem because the murder was at 8:15, right? Well, wait, what time did he die? Time of death, 8:15. Not time found. You're not one for details, are you, Mr. Powers? Sorry, I thought I could maybe catch Matt and say my congrats. And that's when that bellboy I saw earlier came out of the room. Are you sure it was the same bellboy? How could you tell? All bellboys wear the same uniform. Yeah, but not all of them have stitches down the center of their face. He had those stitches. Oh. So I'm sure it's the same guy that was talking with Matt. So which room did the bellboy come out of? You know, it's really unfortunate that the one time we get a witness that is just honest and clear and concise in their testimony, I still have to find a way to pick it apart. I'm sorry, Will. You're doing so good up there, actually. Like, you're saying all the right things. I'm sorry I'm being so difficult. The victim's room, huh? Yeah, the one with all the really pretty flowers and teddy bears. It was Juan's room, all right. Words cannot describe how screwed I am. Let's continue with the testimony, shall we? Oh, goody! Please, let's keep going. Did we not give these two the memo that we got a stall? I think Edgeworth knows. Will, though, I don't think knows. To be fair, I don't know if it's fair to drag Will into this whole mess. He already had his own mess. Hold it! So what exactly was so out of place about the bellboy? Right. Why the insipid grin? Maybe because I have no idea what damaging thing he's gonna say next. Well, the bellboy was empty-handed. Empty-handed? That bellboy was one of those room service people, right? But he wasn't pushing a cart, and he wasn't holding a tray either. You'd call that a little strange too, wouldn't you? I agree that it is a bit strange, Mr. Powers. But is it really that unusual for a bellboy to be empty-handed? What should I do? Should I let Mr. Powers' testimony slide, or try to pull a fast one? Mostly because it's more info. We can just extends the trial. There's nothing strange or unusual about an empty-handed bellboy. But no, Phoenix, there really is. There really isn't. Dang it. If you two are done being school children, bellboys are for room service. There's no reason for them to be empty-handed ever. Your Honor, I ask that the witness's previous statement be supplemented with this new one. Edgeworth, are you gonna do whatever you can to make the bellboy look suspicious? I see. Very well, this court recognizes and grants the prosecution's request. Mr. Powers, if you could amend your testimony, please. Yes, sir. I thought it was kind of strange for a bellboy to come out of the guest's room empty-handed. So you're saying that it's suspicious for him to be empty-handed? I mean, when I first saw that bellboy, he was holding a tray in his hand. And there was a bottle of juice and a wine glass on it. What kind of juice? pretty sure it was tomato juice. The same tomato juice. Okay, wait. This tracks. The tomato juice was brought to Matt's room, but it was found in Juan's room. Did this killer just pour himself a glass? I don't know anymore, man. If we could come up with some sort of reason as to why he would come out empty-handed, some sort of proof, then I think we can dodge the bullet on this one for now. All right. Proof that he came out empty-handed. All right, let's press on this last one. Please don't be so quick to judge. But it's kind of a Powers family thing. Think of every person as a thief. Well, I guess a thief and an assassin are both sneaky and silent. Not the point, Phoenix. Sorry, man. In any case, if that bellboy was the assassin, it would be very bad for us. He really is the assassin, you know. Yes, but you can't give in yet. If you want to prolong this trial for as long as possible, you're going to have to pull some cheap tricks on this one. This time, I was in that hallway because I had to go to the bathroom, but this is where I'm stuck on. I thought it was kind of strange for a bellboy to come out of a guest's room empty-handed. I mean, would it be so odd if he had delivered the juice and then left? Found next to the victim, it's filled with tomato juice. I think we're going to present that. Because if he brought the juice, then yeah, he leaves empty-handed. He no longer has any juice. I think that's the only evidence that really makes sense. Objection! Nice. Mr. Powers. Yes? He would probably bring a tray. Shh, 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 shh. No, 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 no. No, he wouldn't. He wouldn't. Whose side are you on, Citrus? You and Edgeworth. It's like you're easily influenced by other people's words, aren't you? As soon as you heard that the bellboy might have been the killer, you got caught up in believing it must be true. I'm sorry, Will. You're doing such a good job testifying. Genuinely, you're doing great. But isn't he really suspicious? Yes, he is. He's got all those stitches. Well, that's not why. So, a baseball has stitches. Are you saying all baseballs are suspicious because they have stitches? What do you say about that, Will? Oh, well, there's also, I mean, what about him being empty-handed? I would like to ask the court to please take a look here. This is the crime scene. There's a wine glass sitting next to Mr. Carita's body. The liquid inside this glass is tomato juice, and now if you would look at what's on top of the table in the lower right-hand corner here, the tray. We're in the clear. Whew. Whew. That is really funny. Iconic line. I see it. Anyone can clearly see that it's a tray with a bottle of tomato juice on it. The bellboy had just brought this to Mr. Carita's room. He left the tray in the room, which is why he was empty-handed when he left. But that would mean that the bellboy had seen and left a dead body in the room. Shoot. Will said 8:10. Can you prove that Mr. Carita was already dead at the time? Mr. Edgeworth? Yes. I blame you for leading me down this route. I'm terribly sorry. What is with him? Why is he laughing? Gotta tear into the poor guy to stall. I know. I need to take him out to a nice dinner after this with what little money I have as an apology. Witness, isn't there one more thing you would like to share with us? Is there? The bellboy was empty-handed, or should I say empty-handed? Huh? I recall you had something interesting to say about his hands. Oh yeah, I almost forgot. What? That bellboy, he was wearing gloves. That's awesome. That's not too weird. That's not weird. What if he was cleaning something? That's not weird. Surely. Gloves? Yeah, pitch black leather ones. No. He was just cleaning, Your Honor. The place was dirty. All the other bellboys don't wear gloves like that, right? Yeah, but he's like really serious about his job. He takes it really seriously, actually. Black leather gloves. Why didn't you mention them earlier? Sorry, it slipped my mind. Boy, does this make the bellboy look really suspicious. Gee, I wonder why. All right, gotta focus. I can't get lax here. Why am I'm like actually stressed. So what if he had gloves? A lot of bellboys wear gloves. Come on, Mr. Wright. That bellboy was wearing black leather ones. Will, please. So, the football is made of leather. Are you saying all footballs are suspicious because they're made of leather? What do you have against balls, Will Powers? Oh. But that man, he received a large roll of cash from the defendant. Yeah, because he's doing such a great job. And then he was seen leaving the crime scene wearing black leather gloves. Listen, it's because he's so thorough that he gets such a great tip. I don't think that even someone like myself can believe he was just another bellboy. This is looking really bad. It seems that we have finally come to an understanding. Poor guy, can't wait for him to mention soccer balls next. He can't mention anything else. Now then, witness, please continue with the rest of your testimony. There's more? Oh, yes. Please tell us more. Okay. He's so happy to be up there. He's doing such a good job. I wish, Will, can you witness another crime, please, where our defendant is innocent, and then get up there and testify? That would be grand. After leaving Juan's room, the bellboy went and knocked on Matt's door just like that. He gave something to the person inside the room, then the old guy just left without even going into the room. After that, I went to the bathroom and then back to my seat. So the bellboy, after leaving the crime scene, next went to the defendant's room. Yeah, I kind of saw all that by accident. He went to the... Why would he go to Matt's room, bro? This is the sloppiest assassin of all time. Get out of there. What? Stop looking at me to clean up your mess. That's not my job. I kind of saw all that by accident. Some accident? I'd say you saw too much. And all of it was suspicious to high heaven. We could have used this guy in the last case. If Will would have seen Acro clonk the Regina's dad on the head with the bust, we could have saved ourselves a lot of headache. I think it's safe to say that we can no longer consider this bellboy to be normal. You're right. He's extremely meticulous at his job. Now then, let's get started, shall we? Mr. Wright, your cross-examination, please. Sure. Yeah, let's just keep going. I feel so bad for the guy giving us a good testimony and then just bullying him. I know, especially he literally invited us to this event too. Like we're friends. I feel so bad. After leaving Juan's room, the bellboy went and knocked on Matt's door. Is that what you saw while you were busy spying? Excuse me. I may be a poor, underpaid action star, but even I wouldn't stoop to spying. Well, I think the point is, where did you watch all this from, Mr. Powers? From the door of the bathroom with my left eye. In a sort of sneaky, spy-like way. Awesome. You... Please, does it really matter if he was doing it over or underhandedly? What did the bellboy do next? That's all I care to know. He probably actually paid us also. Stop. He probably was the only client that paid us. You know what? I bet Edgeworth paid us when we defended him. He's got money. He gave something to the person inside the room. What would he have given to him, though? Hold it. I said, hold it. Okay. That's better. What kind of statement is that? Please elaborate and give us a few more details. Okay. I should probably ask him only one question at a time. Edgeworth faked his death to avoid paying Phoenix? Shoot, man. Nobody wants to pay us. Ask about the person inside. Ask about this something, or don't ask anything. We're going to start with this something. He gave something to this person? Yeah. And what was it? Ha ha. If I remembered what it was, I wouldn't be calling it a something, would I? But this implies that something was removed from the scene of the crime. Are you sure you really can't remember, Mr. Powers? I think it was something kind of small. This is an incredibly crucial piece of information. Please, try to remember what it was. I'll try. In the meantime, let's talk of another point, namely what the bellboy did next. So, after he gave the person inside the room the thing, then the old guy just left, without even going into the room. We'll come back to that. Where did this bellboy go after he left Mr. Engarde's room? He opened the door to Viola Hall, went in there, and who knows after that, right? I do. After that, I went back to the bathroom and back to my seat. Did you see anything strange, suspicious, or just out of the ordinary at that time? Oh yeah, I saw that one thing. What now, Will? There was this jittery alien with a ray gun. Oh, that's just old bag. There's no need to worry about her. It was watching Juan's door like some sort of stalker. Yeah, I think we can forget about the alien. Well, Mr. Powers' testimony just now was just as vague as his first. It's a little troublesome, isn't it? But I'm sure if you press him enough, everything will become clearer. Although that just makes it harder on us, doesn't it? Talk about a lose-lose situation. All right, back to this. This. Yes. I said hold it. That's so funny. That's better. All right. We already asked what the something was. Now we'll ask about the person inside. Who took this something the bellboy handed off? Actually, I don't know. What do you mean? I'm sorry, but I only saw the person's arm. Then you're saying you didn't see his face? Yeah. I would like to summarize the testimony up to this point, if you don't mind. When the bellboy left the crime scene, he immediately went to the defendant's room. There, he handed a small item of some sort to the person inside. As for the person who received the item, all you could see was the person's arm. Yes, it was just like that. Mr. Edgeworth, is all this really that important? Of course, Your Honor. I think this is of the utmost importance. This is when whatever was removed from the crime scene was handed over to the client. Mr. Powers, please, try to remember what it was the bellboy handed off. Well, let's see. I think it was... No. If you remember, please add it to your testimony. Yes, sir. Is he going to add it? If I saw it again, I could say for sure, but I think it was some sort of wooden statue. Oh, okay. I know what it is. It's the teddy bear. A statue. Yeah. If I saw the actual thing, I'd probably remember. Looks like for this trial to proceed, I'm gonna have to come up with whatever this statue thing is and show it to him. You're going to have to trust your instinct on this one and take a chance, Phoenix. Well, Mr. Powers, let's continue. What did the bellboy do after that? Actually, I'm gonna have to stop you right there. Objection! What was the point of that pregnant pause? Where did that objection come from? Well, speak up. It was me, Your Honor. Tee. What is it, Phoenix? I have a feeling that something bad is going to happen once I show this. Mr. Wright, if you have something to say, please spit it out. Yes, Your Honor. Okay, Phoenix, deep breath now. Mr. Powers, the something you saw, was it this item? Oh, hey, that's it. That's the something. Wow, Mr. Wright, you really figured it out. Thanks. I recall we found this at Mr. Engarde's mansion. Oh, Why? No, you didn't have to say that, Edgeworth. No one knew. You didn't have to say it out loud. What telepathic communication? Just look me in the eyes and I'll be like, "Nuh-uh. Don't mention, don't say that. Come on, man. Help me out here. What does this mean? It's simple, Your Honor. Shelley the killer assassinated Juan Carita in his room. And then he stole this wooden bear from the scene of the crime. But why? Then the bear being found at Engarde's mansion would mean... It goes without saying, Your Honor. Matt Engarde is the killer's client. What does this bear mean, though? I wonder what it's there for. I said order. Mr. Wright, this is a most unfortunate turn of events for you. Don't look at me like that. I'm the one who brought it up. Why is everyone looking at me like I'm the enemy? I have an impossible task right now. Yeah. Sorry, Mia. No, it's all right. Your judgment was sound. Actually, I figured the bear would come up. If not now, then it would have later on. Even if you hadn't shown it to the court, I'm sure your friend Edgeworth would have. I almost forgot that he knew about it too. I think it's clear that there's no need for us to continue this trial. Well, I don't know about that. We don't know what this bear's for. I can't let this happen. I have to do something. There has to be something we've overlooked. Your Honor, a minute, please. Yes, Mr. Wright. There are still a few points left that we haven't fully explored. What are you trying to pull? You know what I'm trying to pull! Oh, well, we can't have that. All right, Mr. Wright. What questionable point would you like to explore further? Power's testimony. I don't think we need to hear from him anymore. I think he's done enough. The person who received the bear. I think with the bear being at Matt's mansion, it's probably pretty clear, but I don't know what the bear is. I think it's fairly obvious that the bear itself is very questionable. The bear, Mr. Wright. This was found at Mr. Engarde's mansion. However, Mr. Engarde was arrested at the hotel that night. Which means that since the murder occurred, he has not had a chance to go home. And we know that because we had to go feed his cat. Oh, I think Your Honor has already figured out what I'm trying to say. It's not possible that it was Mr. Engarde who took this bear to the mansion. Interesting. That's a good point. Why, that's very true. We didn't consider that point, Mr. Wright. There was no way time-wise for the defendant to have taken this bear home. Phew. Disaster averted. Well, maybe not. You haven't gotten the best of me yet, Mr. Wright. I know, Edgeworth. I'm fighting a losing battle here. I'm not trying to get the best of anyone. Huh? I remember it clear as day. I remember what you muttered to yourself at Engarde's mansion. We have this area completely surrounded. There's no way for him to escape. I can't believe it. That butler, all this time, he was the killer. Dang it! The killer and Engarde were working together, so to speak. And the killer was hiding at Engarde Mansion as its butler. What a bold move. The bear figurine was brought back to Engarde Mansion by the killer himself. When it looked like he was about to be arrested, Engarde had him do so. But why? What is the bear? I assume because it would have been bad had the police found it during their investigation. Why did he take it? We have to figure that out. Well, Mr. Wright, you've been quiet for quite a while now. This is too much. Isn't there anything I can attack at all? I have to try. I have to find something. What will you do now, Mr. Wright? Do you plan to... I plan to expose a clearly shaky place in Mr. Powers' testimony. Sorry, Will. There's still another one. I'm sure I'll find something. There is indeed, Your Honor, and it's quite a questionable point. What are you trying to pull? Well, we can't have that. All right, Mr. Wright. What questionable point would you like to explore further? Oh, we're back here. Powers' testimony or the person who received the bear? Let's explore that. I still don't think we need to have Will talk anymore. There was one thing in Mr. Powers' testimony that was very unclear, and that is the identity of the person who received the bear. He gave us something to the person, or he gave something to the person inside the room. I'm sorry, I only saw the person's arm. As long as we don't know who it was that took the bear, we can't be sure of... Well, what? What is it, Mr. Powers? If you're going to scream like that, then at least give us a good reason why. Yeah, sorry. Actually, I remembered. I remembered who took the bear. What? Really? I mean, I only saw his arm, but the arm was the Nickel Samurai. He's such a good witness. He's just such a damn good witness. God, why can't I ever have a witness as good as Will Powers when it's my defendant and he's innocent? Why does it have to be when my defendant's guilty, huh? Golly. He is such a good witness. God, Will, you're doing such a phenomenal job up there. It was the Nickel Samurai's arm. You've got to be kidding. Are you sure of that, Mr. Powers? Yeah, I'm sure it was the Nickel Samurai. Great. Great. Nothing escapes his gaze. He's got sharp eyes, man. It looks like you've dug your own grave yet again. How many times is that today? I've lost count. So the person who took in this little bear was the Nickel Samurai. And, as we all know, Engarde is the Nickel Samurai. Yeah, but Adrian Andrews was wearing his costume for a little bit. Thanks to the defense, we've made that all the clearer. I think we've heard enough. That's brutal. We now know why this bear figurine was at the defendant's mansion, as well as who it was that received the bear from the assassin in his room. Everything has become very clear. The client who hired the assassin to commit the murder was Mr. Matt Engarde. I see no reason for this trial to continue, therefore, I will now hand down my verdict. Thank you, Your Honor, for your understanding. Oh, it's not looking good. You see, Mr. Wright, you could not win against the truth, could you? I knew it would turn out this way. After all, what Edgeworth has stated is the truth. Any last objections, Mr. Wright? Well, thank you for asking. A little bit more time. Do I hear the verdict or raise an objection? Objection! Sure. Objection! I don't know, man. I don't know. There's only one way for me to drag this trial out. The only thing I have left is this one dirty trick. Your Honor, right now, we have these two reasons to believe my client is the assassin's client. Reason number one, he accepted the bear figurine from the assassin. And reason number two, that very same figurine was found at Engarde Mansion. However, it's possible this is all the work of a certain other person. What are you saying? What I'm saying is it's possible a different person is the killer's real client. Wow, we are pulling this one out of our ass. The real client. Yes. Tisk, tisk. Is this all you have? Now then, wow. Now then, Mr. Wright. Let's hear your theory. Who do you say is the killer's real client and therefore the real murderer? Dude. This would be foul. Juan hired him himself, Your Honor. This would be foul. This would be absurd. But it's the only thing that makes sense. Like, literally the only one, right? I mean, who's it gonna be? Von Karma? Dude, I'm sorry, Adrian. You and Will Powers, I will take you out to dinner, and I don't have a lot. It's not gonna be anything fancy. We can go to like Chipotle or something. I don't know. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Adrian. Adrian Andrews. Yes, we already know that she tried to frame Matt for the crime by wearing a spare nickel samurai costume. Then the nickel samurai's arm that I saw. Yes, Will. It was surely her. I'm like totally not gaslighting you. That could have very well, it could have been Ms. Andrews. But what about Mr. Engarde? If you would please recall yesterday's testimony. He was sleeping. He was taking a nap during the break period. And that's right. Then, finding this figure at Mr. Engarde's mansion, it was a well-laid trap set by Ms. Andrews, if I do say so myself. Mr. Edgeworth, what is your opinion on this? Holy shit, he bought it. That's crazy. I can't even begin to count the flaws in the defense's logic. We don't have to count. Besides which, there's no evidence to support it. However, I can't fully discount its possibility. What is with this? Anyone can tell Engarde did it. I can't believe the defense would go so far as to point the guilt onto someone else. I'm destroying my reputation. No! This is to save Maya. This is to save Maya. Even if the whole world turns against me, this is one fight I can't give up on. Order! Order! All disruptive parties will be forced to leave the courtroom. Your Honor, for the benefit of the defense, I'm willing to play along with his what-if game. His what-if game, Mr. Edgeworth. The prosecution is prepared to challenge the defense's theory. Mr. Wright, even you must have thought it strange and wondered, why would the criminal want this little wooden bear? Yes, that's what I've been saying. He's right. The killer did especially bring that bear to Engarde right away. Why do you ask? Is there something special about it? Absolutely. And I'm sure that once the court knows its significance, the true killer's identity will become crystal clear, if it's not already. Your Honor, the prosecution calls upon a witness who will clear all doubts against Ms. Andrews. And who would that be? It's quite simple, Your Honor. Ms. Adrian Andrews herself. Adrian Andrews, come on down. Round 2. You are also invited to this charade. I really wish Lotta was a good journalist. Maybe she'd be able to publish this whole story after it's done, but I'm not too sure about what kind of integrity she has. You know, this would be right up her alley. I mean, she did want some juicy stuff on, well, I guess she wanted it on Juan Carita, but hey, Matt's an even bigger name. I see. Well then, the court will take a short 10-minute recess and the prosecution will prepare its witness at that time. Yes, Your Honor. Wow. 11:54 a.m. We were in there a while. Well, I assume you all see where this is going. Oh! Okay, we'll get through his testimony. Or not his testimony, his speech here. Oh, I knew it was a good idea to hold her hostage. Don't you agree, Mr. Lawyer? But I never thought in your desperation you'd try to pin the guilt onto Adrian. I swear this demon will pay. Mr. Nick. Pearls, where's Mia? Wait, where's Mia? I don't know. Oh, no. A really strong power suddenly called her away. Was it Maya? A really strong power. It's from Gumshoe. How's it going? Have you been hanging in there, pal? Oh boy, have I. Sort of. We just barely found something to latch onto. Whew. That's good, pal. And what about you? Anything yet? Have you figured out where the killer and Maya are? We still don't have any leads, but... What? We don't have any more? Literally, Gumshoe. I know you're trying your best, but I'm out of options here. If we just had one, even a single clue would be really helpful. If I was only able to come this far because I kept thinking to myself, I've got to keep the trial going until Maya's been rescued. But have I just run out of luck? Is all our hope for naught? A tent! Huh? A tent? I could see a circus tent. Mia! It looks like Maya was unconscious until just a few minutes ago. As soon as she woke up, she called for me. So it was Maya that called you away. She's locked in a dusty little room right now. But I could see a circus tent outside the window about 300 feet away. Is it the crazy Big Berry Circus? Gumshoe, is there a circus in town right now? There's only one, pal. The Berry Big Circus! Maya is somewhere within a 300-foot radius of the main tent. What? Okay, hold on a sec, pal. Hey, draw a circle on that map. About a 300-foot radius from the main tent. Hurry! And I could see a mailbox under the window, just outside. Gumshoe, a mailbox. Okay, and what else? Mia, keep it going. Come on now. I'm sorry, but it was a very small window. I couldn't see anything else. It felt like I was in an old office building, maybe the 3rd floor or so. I heard her. An old office building. Good stuff, pal. Okay, just hang in there. Just a little longer, pal. Wish us luck. Holy smokes! I'll call you later, so don't let your battery die, okay? Roger. Maya's not hurt, right? She's in a pretty bad state, Phoenix. She's being starved. Well, we're gonna get her as many burgers as she wants when we're done here. Gumshoe, please hurry. Looks like we're out of time. Are you alright, Phoenix? It's only a matter of time before Maya's rescued. I can do this. I just have to make this trial last a little longer. March 23rd, 12:05 p.m. District Court, courtroom number 3. Another cliffhanger for the books. Yep. Yes, it is. But man, this has been fun. Like, actually really fun. Dude, this is so good, man. I really like this case. I like that it touches on maybe the questionable side of the law, right? Where, you know, your job as a defense attorney is to defend your client. But man, hey, you know what? Sometimes you know they're guilty. It's very interesting. I'm really glad that the game went that route. I wasn't sure if they were going to. This is a great stream. Thanks for being here. This was one of my favorite ones. This is really fun. Okay. Well, Wednesday is going to be Umigari. I will show up for it. I will not forget about it. There will be no pin of shame. And then we'll do this one. Hollow, how much do you think we got left? Like, give me like an estimate time-wise. Because I could roll this maybe as like a Sunday stream where I'm not cut off by a bedtime. Not that I mean, I'm going to be up for a couple hours, but honestly, my voice is tired. It's the only hard part about streaming this game. It's a lot of yapping, which I love to do. Bum, 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 bum. Maybe an hour and a half? Oh, nice. Okay, so we should be able to wrap it up in the next stream. Exciting. Cool, cool. All right. Well, then that will do it for me. Have a great week, everyone, if I don't see you. But Wednesday is going to be Umigari, and if we finish Umigari in like 30 minutes, like I'm anticipating we will, we'll play something else. Fortnite, Valorant, something easy. But other than that, this will be the first game we play next week, so keep an eye out for the schedule. It'll be earlier in the week, and I hope y'all have a good one. Thanks for being here. Thanks for hanging out. See ya!